Hello, welcome to episode 75 of Chaos Entropy. Today's date is uh, May 7th, 2025, and let's get right into it.
Man,
So you're not gonna believe this, but I actually was not ready.
Oh shit, my
No,
bad.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
My bad, I should have.
No, I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around.
that is funny. You won't believe this, but I was never. By the way, for the last 4 months, I was never. I just went with it.
Yeah.
Damn, we did 75.
So how do you guys who wants to lead?
I guess with the biggest news maybe as of yesterday.
It's a very eventful week.
Oh yeah. Actually,
A lot has gone on in a lot of different
Last-
mediums. A lot of different mediums. News, gaming, entertainment.
Every medium has been overloaded. I mean, I guess we could talk about GTA.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about the GTA.
It's not a lot to talk about, but
No.
uh,
It got delayed.
Guys, we
Yeah,
got
but-
a delay before GTA 6. Oh my god.
Guys, we got a GTA 6 delay before GTA 6.
Guys,
I don't
it's
feel anything
crazy.
towards it. I just hope it makes a better game out of it.
I just love. Didn't they say before that there are like everyone was saying there's gonna be a fucking delay, and then they were like, no, there isn't gonna be a delay, guys. There's no delays on track, and then theoretically we're like what, like a couple months before release, and they're like, okay, there's a delay for an entire year.
Yeah, I mean, we were coming down to like the 6 month
Oh yeah.
time frame, and yeah, they're like, fuck it, you guys have to wait until next year.
Yep.
Why an entire year? Oh my god.
An entire year is far, not gonna lie. Oh, but what's interesting is they then released a trailer 2
Yes.
immediately following their delay, and there's quite a bit to take into this trailer. It's not a long trailer, but there is actually quite a bit to notice. For example, one, some of it seems to be in game with first person perspectives being offered in the trailer.
Yeah, I did notice
First
that.
person.
I think the entire
I watched that
trailer.
thing 10 times.
I only watched it, I think, twice at most.
Now people say Rockstar doesn't do pre-rendered cutscenes, but
It does look in engine.
yeah, it does. It does look in engine, and I can't say for certain if that is what the game will look like, or if in this next year it might get a little bit of a visual boost, or if they were showing off. I don't know. I can't tell you for sure, but the only thing I can say is it looked like some in-game footage was in the trailer.
I think it's safe to bet that it is in-game engine.
I would like to bet that too.
Because I can't recall the last time they haven't used in-game engine.
And I feel like for some trailers, I don't know, I feel like some trailers they've made have had it where it's like, this is not, and then some, I don't know.
This didn't say anything, did it?
No. Which is, I don't know, I mean, it looked pretty good. It looked pretty good.
I was like, this is crazy render.
It's almost become a paradox by this point in how long this game has been. Obviously, people have been waiting for this game. Not that it's been confirmed to be cut. No, people have been waiting for this game because we didn't get a confirmation until quite recently, like in the past year or so.
Yes.
Which kind of brings me to a question I don't think a lot of people are asking is like, I gotta ask, what is this game really gonna bring to the gaming industry? Because I mean, obviously it's a GTA,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna just take for example like other iterations, like San Andreas, being easily one of the most impressive 3D open worlds of its time,
Mm-hmm.
or four for example, had a lot of details that somehow didn't even make it into five,
Uh-huh.
which
Um,
was supposed to be an upgrade of it.
well, I think it's already expected that I think it's safe to say that the story will probably be solid at least.
Yeah,
I think
I think that's
Rockstar,
a safe bet. They're pretty
yeah,
well
Rockstar
versed in
games,
storytelling.
Rockstar games usually has pretty good storytelling. So I think, and that's usually what they're mostly known for. Um, I think this may be a hot take, but when it comes to bringing something new, the only thing I hang on, oh, it's just my cat. Okay. The only thing, what's it called, that Rockstar seems to really bring to the table is in terms of detail. They're very detailed in their world building and in game like mechanics and the detail. Like these are the same guys that made like horses' balls shrink in the cold. So I think when it comes to the level of detail, it's gonna be pretty crazy. It's gonna really open up how much you can fit into a game now. Um, but when it comes to like new stuff, right, like something new that will change the industry, I'm not really sure. Uh, because they're
Cause
hmm,
cause I'm gonna lean into something, but this is more speculation, of course.
hmm,
But a little speculation that people have is that Rockstar will probably be implementing some like 5M slash roleplay modded type elements to say like their
GTA
online or
Online.
hell even their just base gameplay mechanics. Um, Especially with the extreme rise in popularity of what
Yeah,
those mods add, where with the interiors
yeah,
and this, that,
GTA
and the
Online.
other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I do agree. I think interiors. I think interiors in general are going to be a lot more prevalent in this game. Um, I think you'll definitely see some stuff that people like from GTA RP have an effect or make an appearance in GTA 6 or GTA 6 Online. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, hopefully, like that's all they do, and they don't do something like do something irreparable. Like, I don't know. Making it $100.
Yeah, so this is like been one of the biggest points of contention for this game. Like a part of me is really like I don't see a way realistically for that game at base, nothing included, not a gold edition, just base game is $100. No shot, no way.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I mean, have you heard what the guy said? He's like, this is like $120 worth.
No, I know, I've definitely heard, but
But yeah, like that's just insane to
that's not. Mm-mm.
for sure. I definitely agree. But I
That shit
don't know.
would that shit wouldn't fly in any city I know.
I hope it doesn't fly, but I don't know. You've seen how down bad people are. People have been waiting for this shit, bro. Remember
You're right.
Serrano? GTA 6.
You're
I
right.
called Rockstar to find out about GTA 6. GTA 6 confirmed. I fucking remember
I
that
got
guy.
I got an early copy of GTA 6.
Oh my god, guys, I have an early. Yeah, exactly. He shows it. You got an early copy.
Nah, dude. I don't think it'll go down the $100 route. I don't see them realistically like anyone allowing them to do that because I just feel like that's just egregious.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Do you think it'll be 80?
I think realistically, an 80 base, yeah, that I could see coming.
We lost. We lost.
An 80 base, and it's gonna go from a 70 base to an 80. That I definitely see coming.
We
But
lost.
for me to sit here and tell you that this game, I see this game being $100, I think that's not. Especially nothing additional added. No.
We lost. $80.
Especially because, like, I mean, of course, with technical limitations, right? But if GTA 6 is supposed to be some $200 game as the CEO goes into, then I mean, we gotta talk about some older games then real quick because they should be. Some of them should be way more expensive, and
Don't
some of
give
them should
them
be way.
ideas. Don't give
No,
them
no, 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 no,
ideas.
no, 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 no. I'm not giving them ideas, especially because they literally can't control the price of older games. But what I'm saying is, at least physical and whatnot. What I'm saying is like Ocarina of Time. That's a $500 game right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean, but like, I don't know. Part of me is also worried. Like, we just don't know what's gonna happen.
Like Skyrim should cost your liver, just because of what you can. The moment you gain access to a little bit of internet connection, that game becomes whatever you want it to be.
I feel like they're gonna listen to this. They're gonna hear you say this, and then they're gonna be like, "See, they agree with us." I know what you're saying, but yeah, like it's definitely you get a lot of value from these games, and the value is definitely very infinite depending on what you do with it, and some games are valued more, but like man, I don't know. I don't know. Like a year from now, I just don't know. Like if you told me games would cost 80 last year, I'd be like, are you crazy? Like they just jumped up $10,
Dollars, yeah.
and now it's 80. I don't know. Next year it may be 90. It may be 90. Considering what Xbox recently just did, like they went back and changed the prices on their consoles, and like they're not even doing well. So,
Well,
Now,
technically, we do have $90 physical games.
yeah, but like aren't
It's not
those
really.
like
It's already
collectibles
absurd.
almost?
yeah, they're literally limited release physical copies.
Yeah.
It is limited, but even then, they're not even.
Wait, what games are you talking about?
I'm talking in regards to like Nintendo, their new stuff is $90 for
Oh
if you
shit,
want
yeah,
a
you're right.
physical.
Wait,
Well,
But, but that's not even a physical. You get like a key, right? Like for
I
like the
found out.
download.
Yeah, it's not even physical. You get like a download link from to
But
go
you
to
just
where.
but those people get it because they still like physical, collection wise, like
Well,
Nintendo fans.
like the point of getting physical is that you have to fit the game on a physical disc, which
But not
the way
anymore.
they're doing it completely defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
But actually, I might have actually
It's a little
might have
crazy
been a
though.
bit misinformation. I think it was like something like it was something like maybe
It,
tax included. It's not actually 90 for physical.
and even then, I think it's a little. The problem with Nintendo's pricing recently is that there's a lot of conflicting information
Mm-hmm.
that I have been scanning through. But the only thing I can know for sure is that new Mario Kart overpriced.
But it's open world.
Oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm still gonna buy it.
Yeah.
That is enticing.
But best believe,
It's overpriced.
I'll be irritated every
it's
day.
overpriced.
I mean,
I'm genuinely I'm more excited because I'm kind of curious to see because this is different. This is vastly different from anything Mario Kart has tried before. So I'm kind of curious to see whether this is gonna work for them or this is about to blow up horrendously in their face.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. They've never done that before.
And even then, a lot of racing games like that's kind of a change to be like, oh, you're done the race. Some games will literally just be like, all right, back to that menu. But for you to be like, nah, fuck you. You want to have a next race drive to the other one? That sounds fun.
Yeah, that does sound fun, but like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Their mindset's just.
I don't
I need to know what
even
they're
then.
smoking. Like,
Well, you see, in this awesome, perfect segue that I have prepared,
oh my god.
with the Blaze of Glory event going on in Call of Duty.
Oh my god. I love Call of Duty. I love it so much.
With the Blaze of Glory Call of Duty, you can now take your extremely skilled operatives, milsim operatives, mind you, and instead play as Seth fucking Rogen.
That's weird though
Oh.
that he's in the game. Just of all, just
Yeah,
Not Snoop Dogg again, because obviously everyone's tired of. No.
he's only been in like.
If we had to pick another representative stoner, because we did Cheech and Chong and all these other. No.
Well, we
Seth
got
Rogen.
we did get Sam Bob and technically that counts.
Oh, you mean Silent Bob and
Yeah,
Skinny
Jay and
Joe?
Tom Bob. Yeah, they
Yeah.
technically, but
But
I think
that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Like
Yeah.
they literally ran down the list. They did Snoop Dogg, Cheech and Chong, Silent
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah, there's like a
those
weird,
are all better.
They
They
got
have like
a.
an affinity.
There's
They
like
have
a
an affinity.
fucking monthly or like yearly checklist. Add in stoner. Add in
Yeah,
some stoner.
add an X stoner to keep a very certain
you know what's
percentage
funny?
of.
You know, at this point, why don't they just add the stoner from Black Ops 1? Why don't they just...
Yeah, literally,
Yeah,
that's like
yeah.
that would have been like the perfect gun for the event. High key.
It's literally a Black Ops gun.
High key.
It's a literal
Yeah,
train.
they really should have. But no, they're stupid.
Do they
wouldn't do
forget?
something like that.
They
It's
have a
also
gun
you know
called
what
the stoner.
well you know what's interesting too, and I'm happy that you brought that up. Out of the weapons people have requested for games to to come back, the stoner is actually like one of the most requested weapons in Call of Duty history to come back
One gun.
to
I
return.
miss it. I'm gonna be honest. I miss a lot of Black Ops guns because they're like gone by the wayside. A lot of
Problem.
Like you had like
Black
the
Ops 1,
UMPs,
Mhm.
M1 Grands.
yeah, all those
Yes.
SMGs and like different
Yeah.
pistols. Like they might have came back, and I just forget because they have different names now.
But the stoner has not made a legitimate return.
Yeah,
It sadly won't be called the stoner though. Maybe like a pack will have it, like a
fuck.
paid
Pardon
pack
me.
will call
The
it.
stoner.
What is the actual gun? I don't even
No, I'm getting confused. Wait, the stoner wasn't.
It's an LMG, right or no? I think it was LMG in Black Ops 1.
Okay, yeah, it is the gun I was thinking. Yeah, you're right.
The Stoner 63 LMG.
Yes, Stoner.
Yeah. I think of it almost as like a assault rifle because of this. In my head, I always.
Wait, I
picture
think it
as
came back in Black Ops Cold War.
Did it?
Did it?
I
That shit had to have been post launch.
The Stoner 63. I think it did. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was the
Post launch, right?
Was it post launch?
Because there's no way I saw that shit.
It might have been. Stoner 63. How to unlock. Cold War. Stoner 63.
Sorry, I'm back. Okay. Are you talking about Cold War version?
The Stoner
Yes, it is.
63. The Stoner was in Cold War.
Base?
It was. I don't remember. What was it called?
The Stoner 63.
Oh,
Um,
that's. I don't remember it at all. Maybe because I didn't
Yeah,
really
I was gonna,
more.
but I was gonna say I don't remember that gun.
I
I
did.
did
would have
not.
remembered it.
Yeah, I would have remembered the stoner.
The Stoner 63.
Of all names, of all names.
No, if anything, in Cold War, the Krieg really fucking.
The Krieg is the. Oh my god, the Galil or. No, that's the.
No, they added in
It's
the
like
Galil later. They added two.
it's
Oh,
like the
The
it's like the
craziest
it's but
thing,
it's the AR that looks
it's
like
the AK-5.
Oh.
It's
I'm,
like
I'm
a
gonna be
Swedish
honest with you.
rifle or
The
whatever.
more Call of Duties we get, and the name changes and the slight differences it makes my head hurt. It's like
oh, I think that is not just you. I think that is a conclusion we've all.
remember when like Advanced Warfare would bring back weapons like as the name is like they would just like add just random weapons, and it's like this is what that weapon was. This is what, it might not sound the same, but at least it's the same. It's the weapon. Like why can't it just import like? Give me some joy. don't
Well,
just change.
by this point, I think COD, like I think if COD is gonna bring back a weapon, especially
Yeah.
like to avoid certain things, I think they should just come up with like X name for X model,
Yeah.
have it in like the Call of Duty hub or whatever they're
Mhm.
trying to do now. And then if they need to bring that game like gun back for a future game or whatever,
Just get the skin for it and call
yeah,
it
like just call it what it or
and
like
it'll change it. Like if you can't physically bring that gun back the way it looked, but then you can get a skin to remodel it.
because
Like
I know the reason they changed it in 19 was for certain reasons due
I
to
think
Model for
in
19
all
was so
honesty,
weird. It had like half and half.
it's all BS to me. Maybe because I'm a gamer, so I couldn't care on their side how things were.
I'm a gamer.
yeah, I'm a privileged gamer and you need to suck my privilege.
I know
the
that
Stoner 63 was a base LMG.
It was,
I
dude.
didn't
Yeah,
mean to come
I
off
remember
like
that.
I
I just
feel
didn't
like
touch it at all.
yeah, I feel like they changed it so dramatically then in that game that it did not have the same impression at all.
It's because it didn't have the weird little folding stock sight thing on the top of it, and it also didn't have it had a drum mag instead, so it didn't look like the base Stoner from Black Ops 1. Uh, but yeah, I don't know, like
yeah, because Black Ops 1, oh, the HK-21. I think you told me once it technically came
HK-21 is
back.
back. Yeah, it came back in Model for 2, the new one.
It did. What was it called though? The same or
It's like
Wasn't it the Holger?
no, the Holger
the
is the
Holger is
G36 series.
No, yeah, I'm thinking of
the
No,
HK is the other
it's
LMG.
the Lockman
yeah, the
series.
Lockman.
I hate
Oh,
that shit so much.
I hate the Lockman line.
I don't like Lockman. But I'll be honest. I'll take the Lockman MP5s over the
Vive, yeah.
I'll
The
take that.
Lockman MP5s.
I'll take that shit over the Black Ops ones that they've been adding. I
Yeah,
hate them.
I
The
agree.
you know what's
CR9.
Lockman,
crazy? I missed
the
Black Ops
Lockman
ones.
sub.
Yeah. Uh,
I used to hate Black Ops one's MP5 for a long time. I don't know why, just because I didn't like the feeling of it, but it gives me so much nostalgia compared to some recent ones over the
I think
years.
my favorite MP5 at this point is probably it's definitely have to
2019's up
yeah.
there.
Model for 19 is literally the peak MP5.
I
We
still
never
like
rebounded after
MW3,
that.
but
No, we
I
did.
know
We
I
did.
know
In
people hate
fact,
it.
I think it got like they recognized that the MP5 was down after so many years of neglect that they shot it all the way up and they realized they went too far.
It could never be replicated.
Have they ever brought back the HS-10 shotgun from Black Ops 1?
Is that the tube one?
It's I'll just send it. I put it in
No,
Discord.
they've never. No, this is like those gimmick guns, like the G11.
I actually liked HS10. Oh, in zombies, when you upgrade, you get dual wield, I think.
I think the only guys who would probably add this. Well, I mean, Treyarch would probably add this again, but I don't think they
It
will.
is the Treyarch. Yeah, it is.
Like, there's some guns I'd like to add, like the G11. I think it'd be pretty cool to play around.
Yeah, because
with
Black
that.
Ops 1, they have the Olympia, Stakeout, Spaz 12, and HS10.
That's one that I think deserves a proper return. Sure, they've added double barrels, but they've never added the real 1-to-1.
Oh, yeah. Was there a Stakeout, though, in Cold War?
I don't think so, but I think you can probably make a stakeout.
That's what I thought. And there hasn't been a Spaz 12 like Black Ops 1's version, I don't think, in any other game.
Whoa,
I
whoa,
could be
whoa.
wrong.
Like automatic?
I mean, like the design and the.
What do you mean?
That was my favorite design, the Spaz
The
12,
handle
like,
up?
with the railing on top. With the...
I mean,
Oh, it didn't.
the folding
didn't?
stuff. Modern Warfare 2 had. Oh no, Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say one of
did?
those games had it. I swear I saw it.
I thought they all.
You could akimbo them.
Oh, that makes.
And you
Oh,
can put
you mean the-
Dragon's Breath on.
Oh, it did look like this? Huh. I thought I have to look back at it.
No, it's in attachments. They also brought it back in Cold War. They just called it the Gallo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. I thought it looked different in my head. I'm just thinking of the time. I preferred
you
this
could
look.
you could just be thinking of a different shotgun now, right?
Well, no, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at it right now.
Well, I understand that, but what I
Oh, you
meant
mean?
is,
Oh yeah.
like in general, you could have been thinking
I-
about a different
I
one
was I was
because
comparing
it's
it
clearly
to,
not the Spaz.
I was comparing the Black Ops 1 spaz versus like the Modern Warfare era, the old one, their
Oh, the
spaz.
pump action with the.
Yeah, I didn't care for that look. I didn't care.
That's alright.
It could be because the first time you get the spaz in the campaign, didn't it also have like Dragon's Breath or something?
Yeah, Black Ops? Yeah.
Yeah. Black Ops 1. It came with. I think you were able to shoot like fire bubbles here.
Yeah.
Damn, I
Yeah.
miss these guns so much.
But even though, like,
And-
yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, as COD very lately celebrates its 420,
I'm Seth Rogen.
we've entered May, and with May comes
Anime.
May 4th.
Oh.
I'm surprised that, I'm surprised there's no, like, Star Wars with them.
No, instead.
There is quite a bit of Star Wars news, however.
Yeah, but not for the game. Not for the game. I saw that.
I don't
there
know.
could
Else.
be multiple things, so I'm gonna wait for you to lead. Because there could be.
This is true. Oh shoot, I didn't.
There's quite a bit. The one I'm gonna talk about
Let me.
is Destiny had a reveal yesterday where they showcased their DLC coming up
Edge of
for this
Fate.
next year. Yeah, Edge of Fate, and
It's interesting.
most people know we here at ODSPM have taken the stance of distancing ourselves from this
we're on
game
strike
for quite a time. But out of pure curiosity, I did take a peek yesterday. I had to know.
I feel like I'm a person who doesn't play Destiny yet. I still watch like some of their big like reveal stuff on their streams just to see out of curiosity, like you said.
I had to see
I
what are they
only
gonna
saw the
do.
trailers. But I
Well,
didn't know what the hell was going on, so I'm gonna need
The
you.
biggest
Yeah,
was
Edge. Yeah, Edge of Fate. No clue what's going on in Destiny anymore. So we're fucking with. The only thing I know is that we have been fucking with the 9, and apparently we're fucking with the 9.
Yeah,
Like we're fucking with the 9.
Oh.
Pretty much the entire DLC is gonna be related to the 9. This whole thing that they're doing right now is related to the 9. It's all pointing towards the 9.
But But what's happening though? Like, what's so big about it?
To be
I
honest,
can't tell you definitively since I don't know any story details. I haven't played any of the episodes or paid attention to them, but after probably a bit of like looking into like recaps and stuff later this week, next week I'll probably have a better for
Alright.
sure definitive answer about what Edge of Fate about is specifically.
but they did have a lot of updates though in
Cause
regards to
yeah,
improvements and
I
stuff.
was looking in the comments and people were freaking out. I was like, what the hell is you like? What are they freaking out
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, people were freaking out about Edge of Fate, but where I think the people like me who have been disconnected from the franchise
God.
and just don't care anymore,
This is the most insane thing.
and including even the burnt out YouTubers, I think we all collectively looked at Edge of Fate, kind of were like, okay, good Destiny content might be coming, but then we looked at the trailer they dropped immediately after,
Yep.
and it was eyes wide open. When I tell you, I saw a Guardian wielding, not a cosmetic, wielding a lightsaber.
Oh yeah.
I was immediately interested.
I thought of my first thought was like, well, how do they go about doing this? How do they talk to Disney?
Yeah.
Well, they already
They
have
have Star Wars like cosmetics, right? So for the armor sets.
so they already had their foot in the door.
Yeah.
That should have
But
been
they-
like a
but they went balls to the like one thing is a hint, but they went balls to the wall. Like this could
it's,
be like full Destiny in Star Wars and vice versa.
is this what are they counting it as like it's not expansion but like seasonal
No, this is a DLC. These are
Oh.
2 expansions.
one's in July, which
Wait,
is
the
Age of
Star
Fate,
Wars
and
one
this
is an expansion too.
Yeah.
It's an entire expansion.
which makes it's a little it's crazy just because of
Maybe
Edge of
it's like
Fate's
the
July.
maybe
This
it's
is
like the
December.
anniversary thing.
It could be,
Yeah.
It could. It's,
but
this seems big. I don't know.
yeah, with what they're making it seem like, if they're marketing this entire year of prophecy is what they're calling it,
Yep. Yeah.
based off these 2 expansions alone, this has to be more than just a Dares of Eternity.
Yeah. They're like 5 months apart.
Is the years of like what the yearly season thing is around Star Wars or
No, so the whole year is called Year of Prophecy, right? And the way they're splitting this year of content up is with the 2 expansions.
Okay.
The first half of which will be Edge of Fate, the second half of which will be the Star Wars stuff that we're all tentatively waiting to see more of.
Okay.
Oh, and they revamped the seasonal content, like how it comes out. I think. I believe it's now all could be free. Like the expansions aren't, but everything in between, I believe, is all free. Like
So what,
I'm not sure how they're
no
doing
monthly
seasons
battle
going
pass
forward.
or whatever.
I
I don't
know about the battle pass part, but when it comes to the actual content,
I
I think that's free.
are they still doing like the seasonal content, like like every couple months, like season of
they
the
said they were-
heresy, season of the I don't know.
I believe that's being changed up a little. They said they're trying to get even more content than ever compared to how they've been doing it, where like a couple months and then they get rid of that content, and then they said they don't want to do that anymore, isn't it?
So what? They just leave it in the game now?
To be honest, I don't know. They didn't really put. They might have explained a lot of it, but I was sort of
They told a lot without telling a lot.
Yeah, because it's early. I guess because it's early on. They said they'll have another, like around August, July.
So right now like kind of like the last thing before, not a lot to say since it's just an announcement, but I think there is a lot to talk about here.
Yeah.
Especially because, I mean, since D1, this has been a talking point. High key is, You know, everyone's wanted a laser sword. The moment
Oh.
they introduced swords, they
Yeah.
were like, "Where's the laser sword?"
It's called Renegades, by the way.
Yeah, that is
Star
what
Wars.
the second DLC is called.
Renegade.
Renegades.
It does have a
And
they were like
like
it makes me happy, but it gives me good vibes.
what I was gonna say is the logo of the DLC is also in the Star Wars like font.
Oh.
People said this is what Outlaws or whatever that game was called is meant to be.
You're supposed to be testing.
They were like,
Yeah,
oh,
actually,
this is
it's like in the same font. Like that, I think that didn't help its case. They're like, if you look at the font side, because I checked.
Yeah.
If you look at the font side by side, it's yikes.
it's diabolical.
Yeah, it is absolutely diabolical.
They're like, hey, remember that Star Wars game that came out? Yeah,
That flop that no one wanted.
Yeah, we took it over basically, and we put it in our world. The fact that like that it's literal Star, it's not like fake Star. Like they
Oh,
truly
wait,
said Star
So
Wars.
what was the entire deal around the start? What they say and like what they actually show? Because I saw the trailer, but
When
I was
The trailer's
I
when
thought
they-
it was
the trailer is it. That is
That was
all
it.
they showed, and
They-
that was enough to get people
They
like.
yeah,
Wait, they
It
didn't
says
mention
some
anything else.
they
No.
said like there will be changes, but like it's very vague like wording. So
Okay, I'm sorry.
like
Well,
until they
he's what he's talking about is was there any more update to
sorry. Yeah.
like specifically Star Wars?
All right.
And
now-
no,
Oh, yeah.
they only showed the trailer. That
Yes.
was it.
Because when I saw the trailer, I was under the impression it was like that last time that they did it with, where they just bring in the armor sets. And it's like a small little event or whatever.
No. So apparently and we do need to talk about this because it is part of the like loop of Destiny. Eventually these things probably will be included in the store, maybe. But if you do pre-order, you know how they have the current Star Wars Legends sets?
Yeah.
This time they upgraded to big boy characters where you can get Grievous, Darth Vader for the Titan,
I think Palpatine.
and I think Palpatine.
Okay.
And they're calling it like the Dark Side pack. And you also get New Land Beyond?
No Land
The
Beyond.
return,
Oh, yeah.
the return of
People are
the
using
king,
it.
the return of my favorite weapon that I'm not willing to pay $100 for right now because I'm kind of broke.
It's $100.
No.
No.
I'm making. No, actually, this is something I have to commend. The DLC is normal, like kind of a normalish DLC price. It's like $40.
Okay.
They let's see, like the Ultimate Edition, 2 expansions.
But if you want the like if you want to buy the whole year, all the seasons and this, that, and the other, and just not be locked out of everything, it's the usual 100 for the whole year.
They might have got rid of the.
But for pre-ordering,
The standard expansion is 40.
base expansion is 40. I think them bundled is like the like 60, 70, and then the big boy is the 100.
Alright, so wait, so the Star Wars one, how much is that?
I don't think it has
not
a single
by,
price. It's not like you can't single price it yet. Like it's not out.
So is it
There's a okay.
The only store listing like to technically buy it is with the big boy yearly bundle.
So yeah, there's the Edge of Fate edition, which is like the standard for Edge
Just
of
the
Fate.
just the DLC.
Yeah, Year of Prophecy edition, which includes both expansions running and a couple like the raid and dungeon. The active rewards pass is one of that, and some other exotic stuff. And then there's a Year of Prophecy Ultimate Edition, which is everything from the last thing plus I think like let me see. That's new. New Land Beyond. It is New Land Beyond. So let's call that.
I think that's the new take.
But the new Land Beyond you get for if I'm not mistaken either pre-ordering specifically I think you just get it for pre-ordering. I'm not sure which edition. So I'm not
Let
gonna.
me check. Oh no,
say
sorry. The Ultimate Edition says New Land Beyond Ornament and Catalyst. Sorry. So yeah, you most likely. It doesn't say it in the other two, but I can presume that's how people are getting it. Like if you buy the other edition, you can get your No Land Beyond or New Land Beyond.
I don't know. I'm gonna be real.
because I'm pretty sure it's the same scan, like same system they had for the Quicksilver Storm.
Yeah, the sword. Yeah. Wait, was it the sword or was it the
No, the Quicksilver Storm, the silver auto strand auto rifle that they had that if you pre-ordered you got when they first introduced Strand.
Oh, I think that gun.
I completely forgot all this. I'm sorry.
Oh, it was like 6 months before the actual expansion came out. You
Mhm.
can get that gun, right? Or is that the thing's right?
Yeah, Quicksilver Storm. It's an auto rifle, strand auto
You had to
rifle.
pay like the yeah. That was insane. Let's see.
Oh. I don't know. I still can't help but feel like it's specifically the Star Wars one might be on the level of like the Bungie anniversary one for me.
Oh wait, they did. Which one was it? I think either Edge of Fate or Renegades is meant to be as big as what did they say? Into the Light or something, or like that type of size.
Beyond Light?
They said Into the Light, which was.
What was Into the Light?
I have to look that up. When they said that, I forgot. Uh,
I don't know, cause like I feel like they're being a bit too. There's not a lot of information about this. I get it, cause like it's the build up hype, cause the main
yeah,
thing
it's the
is
first.
the Edge of Fate.
Yeah,
But
but the fact
two
that
expansions a
yeah,
year.
they're having 2 expansions in a year is
I
pretty
feel
insane.
I feel like I don't know, two expansions. I don't think they have the two expansions, and they still want to put in more content.
Let me check. Oh, they also added more solo friendly content. So they have like different ops now. Like you have a solo op, which will be um, it'll give you missions meant for solo play that you can actually play. Trying to think what else they added a couple things. They have like armor 3.0 or something like that, and like weapon leveling, like 5 tier weapons or something like that. So like some of it's big. It's a little confusing just because I've been out of the loop, so I don't know the difference. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Uh, let's see. What was? I'm trying to find like an article that explains it, but that's basically the rundown. Is like
Yeah.
trying to see if they have any, if seasons are even there anymore. Because I remember they said, let me look at Destiny 2 time for mission.
oh my God! Yeah, like the Destiny 2 Legacy Collection is now
Oh, how much is it?
1049. The Light and Darkness Collection, Legacy Collection.
But yeah, it's
Yeah, cause like I don't know.
it's just crazy that when they showed that, I was just like, what?
They charged $25 for the Bungie 30th anniversary thing.
Yeah.
And Lightfall is $30.
Let me see where it is. This is on Steam. You're looking, or is it on?
This is on PlayStation. I mean, it's
Oh,
on sale right now,
it
but
should
the base
be.
price is $3 right now. I mean, it's on sale for $3, but like the base price is 25. I don't know. I'm still skeptical. I feel like the Star Wars thing is gonna be similar to the Bungie anniversary, knowing Bungie in the past. But
Well,
oh yeah,
what gives you this feeling?
because this sounds eerily similar to how people were discussing the Bungie 30th anniversary and how they were gonna bring Halo into Destiny. Like people thought and really all it did was it brought like 3 guns. That new activity with like in the nines place, and then
I,
what
I
else? I
posted
think
a picture of
we did get like the dungeon.
Dungeon.
We did get the dungeon, but that was it. Like people, again, like leading up to it, we thought it was gonna be a lot bigger, but
I posted in the Discord the overall release schedule that they showed.
expansion. So is this the frontier
Mage-
stuff that they were talking about?
n- oh, I don't know.
Reclamation Lawless. New stories, new locations, new missions, new weapons, new raid.
But the major updates are free. Though.
Yeah, okay, so like Renegades gets a new dungeon, Edge of Fate gets a new raid. So for the entire year, you get one raid, one dungeon, uh, which is standard.
Yeah.
New and reprised activities, new sandbag. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Rewards pass, exotic weapon, ornament, legendary weapon. So it looks like the battle pass stuff is still the same. It's just might not be tied to the like how it was,
Season.
yeah, seasons. It seems like so. What? There's 2 seasons. Okay, so technically, the rewards pass is a season. It's just not
Reward pass, I think, or I could be wrong.
what?
Because in the when you look at the pre-order, it said one like reward pass or something like that.
They're
Like
probably referring to Edge of Fate.
oh, okay. No, but for even the ultimate, like it just says one overall for the year of prophecy edition. Let me find it. Destiny store page. Yeah, one active rewards pass. Oh, it could be two.
It says 2 right here on the Year of Prophecy thing. I mean, there's a rewards pass for Renegades, and then there's a rewards pass for Edge of Fate.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then I guess. Okay.
Oh wait, are there 4? Cause like rewards pass. There's 2 for each expansion.
Oh.
There's one at launch, and there's one
Oh yeah.
Action
So
Iron.
they have there's a launch. I guess the season flawless, and then there's the major update, which will have its own reward pass.
I think this is codename Frontiers.
It must be because I don't know what else would. Yeah. This is the first time they told us anything about this past.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty like.
So this is Frontiers?
Yeah, I'm like 90% positive this is Frontiers.
Okay.
Because this looks eerily similar.
Wait, so this was Frontiers? Okay. I thought Frontiers.
And if you look at it, it's yeah. I mean, it's exactly what it says it is.
Okay.
Like down to the beat, it's exactly what it says it is.
Well, I mean, hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know the cynicism from. I don't know. Okay, I'll just leave it there. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully they don't, you know.
But it's just crazy to see Star Wars in like actually as a like
Yeah,
a
I get what you
DLC.
mean as like an actual like according to them an
Yeah,
expansion.
it's not even like a crossover. It's like no, this is like our actual expansion. I'm like, what? I'm like, I would definitely at least have to try to get back into it just for that. That's insane. Lightsabers and freaking Destiny. They had the music and everything in the trailer. It was so sick. The freaking Rogue One sound.
Uh, I think I would have to just sit it out. Um, oh wait, yeah, I just saw your thing. Wait.
Yeah, it is
That's
similar.
crazy.
Basically.
You just flip flop the
Like
colors.
like if you look at it, like everything is yeah. That's
Yeah, okay. Winter 2025. Okay, December. I see. Okay, okay. Apollo Behemoth. Okay, okay. Okay, wait. It says right here, so we can hold it against them. Expansion. New raids and dungeons. Now there's two expansion. So according to this, to Codename Frontiers, there should be a raid for Edge of Fate and a raid for Renegades. But if you click on Year of Prophecy, it says down here on the bottom left under expansion, it says new raid in Edge of Fate and a new dungeon in Renegades. So I guess we're not getting two per you know I'm sorry, not two
I don't
per
think
expansion.
so. Yeah.
We're not getting two per year because it seems like it's not going to be one raid, one dungeon per expansion.
well, no. Hold on. Because reprised activities that could also mean raids.
Oh, you're right.
And I
You're
mean,
right.
if we're looking at the raid, there is still one missing.
I love Crota. No, yeah, Wrath of the Machines. Wait, I thought by now they would have added in Wrath. Fucking.
Oh, we're going back to what did they say? Like was that called the Plague Lands or the what's that? I don't remember that area. They mentioned it.
Yeah,
Alaska?
I think the
Plaguelands.
Plague Lands from.
I love the Plaguelands.
So Wrath
Yeah, so
is
it is, yeah with the Siva, right? Yeah.
Wait, so they stopped adding in old expansions? I mean, not expansions. What's my bad? Old raids. Because I thought weren't they going on like a stream of like adding old raids? Like
Well,
King's
they
Fall
did.
or like.
they added all three of the major ones, and then what do you call it?
Yeah, the first three.
Um,
Vault, Kings, and Crota.
Crota, but yeah, they never added Wrath.
Because
Were they never added
they
Wrath?
would finally have to talk about Siva.
Well, can't they just like
Even though we have a gun
pull
that's all
something out of their
Siva.
ass?
I hope that area is. I hope they bring back that part of the
Wait,
Cosmic Drift
why can't they bring back
where it's all
Siva?
winter. It's not that they can't. They just don't. I don't know.
They
Just.
don't. No,
I don't know
no.
the.
They don't. They literally have gone almost on record on saying that they just don't want to talk about it. Like they just don't want to reference it.
Why?
Well, the only reference is the gun.
I remember seeing like Siva guys in like the beta, not the beta, but like the like leaked screenshots or whatever. Like Siva was originally supposed to be an enemy too.
For
For the base
D2
Destiny
or
2, yeah, for
oh
base D2.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a reskin of Wrath. and they're, I don't know, in the deaths.
I think that they're still gonna keep their promise with raids, but we're gonna get one new raid,
Uh-huh.
and this will probably be the year that they bring Wrath.
I see. I see. Well, hopefully it works out for them because
I never actually played Wrath.
I'm gonna be honest.
Fucking hate Wrath.
Marathon looks like shit. It doesn't look like shit, but it just looks not as enticing.
Yeah, I think out of their two things that they got going for them, Marathon is the weakest of the links, and they need to
They need to get their
either.
shit together.
They had a cool reveal, but the game is not as.
I mean, I honestly just think like, why an extraction? Like that's still my biggest question: is why an extraction shooter?
They were like, we gotta try something different.
Maybe they were trying to make a Well, I saw someone point out. They said that maybe they were trying to make a battle royale, and battle royale kind of fell out of favor. So then they're like, hey, extraction's a big thing because like extraction was a big thing. I think around like 22, 23.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind
But
of
then
like
that also died.
it died out. But they already had like this, so that they're like, screw it, let's go for it. Because like I don't know. At one point, it was heavily hero shooter involved too. And
Which that's another thing that I'm like,
yeah,
wrong direction.
and plus like this game seems like it's been in development hell over and over because they got like multiple different directors and like in and out. So, and then like I've seen like some guys talking about it. This is their opinion. They're like the game just looks boring. So if you got like a lot of people online saying that, it's like that doesn't sound good for them. I like the only thing I kind of like is the UI, the UI aesthetics. It reminds me of like some dev kit shit. Where, like I don't know, it's kind of cool, but other than that, like everything else, a part of me can't like separate it from Destiny because of like the animations.
I think that is Bungie's big uphill struggle with this game is that they have become known as the live service Destiny king.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd even go as far as to say Bungie is no longer known for Halo anymore. They're known for Destiny.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have to say that I gotta agree that with that too. Like
Well, yeah,
because like the guys who made Halo are all gone. They're not coming back.
And they're not coming back to Halo. They're not coming back to Bungie.
Yeah. Like this new Bungie, they made Destiny. I mean, that's like that. That's all there is to it. This is Neo Bungie. Neo Bungie. Old Bungie is gone. So I don't want to fucking hear about Halo as the cross. I don't want to hear about Halo anymore. Okay, they're gone. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm a bit slower now because I'm looking at a sale.
PlayStation sale.
Yeah, I don't know. Part of me kind of want to maybe give Dead by Daylight a try.
Dead by Daylight.
I got some friends asking to play. They've been slowly getting into it. But I don't know if it's like a fad or not, you know. I remember playing it a bit back then, but
I've owned Dead by Daylight for so long on various consoles that I've gotten it for free.
Yeah.
I I still don't see the appeal of the game.
Uh,
Like, I mean, I guess I've never like actually like tried playing it in like a serious setting, I guess, but
yeah.
from the times that I have tried, it was I didn't get
It's
it.
more like a gimmick game.
It feels like it to me.
Yeah, like one of those party games that you got nothing else to play. You don't want to play the regular game, so
Right,
you just
yep,
go.
yep, yep.
Yeah.
Because it like I don't know, it just feels very
Like one
niche,
note.
I guess. Yeah, very niche in one note. Like
It's got one thing you do over and over, and the one thing isn't really that. It's
I
not really
got
that.
chased.
Yeah.
This guy took a better corner than me because he's played this map for 10,000 hours, and now I have no. I literally just have to watch as my character, who I'm supposed to be immersed in running away in fear, I just have to watch him get hung by this hook over and over again because this sweaty loser just knows this one map.
Yeah. Wait, what? Hold up. What were we talking about right before? We were talking about the sailing.
The Destiny.
Destiny. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. Uh,
I'm definitely intrigued. That's all I'll say.
I just hope it's good. I just hope
yeah.
it's good.
I want to see lightsabers in a game like that and see how it works.
I'd like.
Wouldn't it just work
I'd,
like
I hope it's not like the glaive.
Wait, does it? Is it gonna be like its own weapon type, or is it?
We don't know anything.
I don't know.
We don't know anything.
They only showed the trailer.
Are you sure it won't be? Like
They will
this?
announce more September, I think.
What if it's just like the? Yo, you remember the hunter specific sword, Quickfang?
Yeah.
What if it's
Yeah.
just a reskin of Quickfang?
What do you think? It will just be a reskin of specifically Quickfang.
Well, do you want? It's either a reskin of that or a reskin of a regular sword. I feel like the regular sword feels a bit too bulky to be a lightsaber. Unless you think they're gonna make like a completely separate weapon cast, or like you think
I
it's gonna
think
get exotic.
I think it'll be one of two things. I think there'll probably be an exotic, and I think there'll probably be like a legendary, and I think it'll probably be some weapon class.
An old okay, so its own weapon class
Cause,
of
cause, and the reason I say this is cause, right, following your theory that this may just be a 30th anniversary sized expansion,
mm-hmm.
in that same expansion, they did introduce a special ammo sidearm, one of the first of its kind,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and it did have a unique ability on not seen before in the game.
Yeah.
Now, sure, it was kind of a roundabout way to do it, but I think if if we're following some theories here, if history's gonna
Repeat itself. Yeah. Yep.
make sense that it'll probably be in that type of format. Probably some form of a unique weapon category,
Yeah.
some variety, and I just hope my photo finish will make the lightsaber
RGB. Huh.
Also, Give me Eager Edge on the lights. Because then you can lightsaber skate. Solely for lightsaber skating.
My God. Well, let me see what else. What else do we got? Unless you guys got a transition you want to do.
Oh,
Speaking of things going from kinda shit to kinda hopeful, let's talk about the state of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay. So, obviously, it's the New Mutants. I didn't see the movie.
Yeah, I saw the movie.
Oh, you did? Okay. I don't care.
I saw the movie the weekend it came out.
Nice.
And I do have to say, damn, it's really starking what happens when Kevin Feige decides to lock the studio the fuck in. Because this is it's exponentially better than anything, and I do not mean this lightly.
Oh man.
Anything we've done post like sure, we've had some good movies, don't get me wrong. Like one of my favorites, Shang-Chi, I think that movie was really well, but better than
Page 5, that's up there, yeah.
Sorry. Than what has been coming out. But
I love
you're gonna say Quantum fucking Mania to my face?
Wait, which one was that? I forgot about that movie completely.
The third Ant-Man.
I didn't see it at all.
In my opinion, the only bad.
Yeah, I actually like the first two a lot.
I like the first two a lot. I think this is the real
Which is a shame. I'm like, because they tried implementing like the main storyline through Ant-Man and it failed.
It failed miserably.
How? Like, how could they mess it up?
He died by ants.
Yeah, but I mean,
more than that. But...
Yeah, I feel.
You can sum it up.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel the best way to describe what happened with Quantumania is okay. If you are a Marvel fan, and I'm talking a Marvel, just a Marvel Comics, Marvel show, I'm not talking Marvel Cinematic Universe, Marvel fan, you know that, the Ant-Man movies, right, they aren't the best, but they are good, and frankly overhated by the Marvel Cinematic fans.
Wait, what movies?
Specifically the Ant-Man movies.
Okay.
I really enjoyed them, yeah.
Wait, really? People hate the movies?
People hate. Yeah, I don't use that word, I'm talking Thor the level, Dark World levels of hate, specifically just for the Ant-Man movies. They're I like his character fine enough, but if we're talking the movies, he's got the worst.
What? I love Ant-Man. I thought the first one was awesome.
Yeah,
the best.
I agree. I think the first one's the best. The second one, I think it tried. Yeah. It was alright. It tried to do some things, but some things worked, some things kind of But I still think it's a good movie.
It's still so much better than 3.
But yeah, people try to put Ant-Man in the same tier as Thor: The Dark World. And I think that is the first issue, is that not that the movies weren't good, because again, that's not true. I just think that the movies, because they weren't received well by fans, why would you then make the whole next driving plot of your entire phase off of a movie about a character that people don't resonate with or don't like that much to see in their own solo movie?
Yeah.
Huh.
That, like, just speaking that out loud is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But was it really that bad? Well, did it flop because of how they handled the
It,
villain, or
well, to be honest,
was it just
overall,
a
it was
bad
just not.
movie?
It was just not a good movie.
It was not
Damn,
good.
really?
Which sucks because I'm like the whole time, like I want to
Like,
enjoy that.
like, like, you see, now that I know you share the same perspective as me and Zach, like when I tell you I don't use this statement lightly,
Yeah.
you can watch all three movies back to back and you will feel the first two had something there, but the third one felt nothing like the
Is
first
it
two.
also like a different director, maybe?
It could have been.
I think
I
it's
don't know. I don't know
Kevin
for sure.
Feige thing, like trying to push the narrative, like the bigger narrative of the Avengers movies coming after.
Wait, is it as bad as like Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, man.
The thing is, with Multiverse of Madness,
I saw that one and
I don't know if I was too harsh, but
that was the last thing I
I
saw.
Multiverse of Madness to me was a movie.
It made it made Multiverse of Madness look good.
Yes,
Oh,
which
God,
was.
it's
I'd rather watch Multiverse of Madness
Oh,
mainly because I'll see some things that I want to see rather than Quantumania.
But even then, it's like it's not like 10 times greater. But
Damn. Well, cause like Multiverse, like I was going on like
it's a movie that shouldn't exist.
I was going
It's
on like
redundant.
a Marvel binge with my friends, but like when we got to like Multiverse of Madness, we just never watched again. We never watched anything again.
It's
Yeah, I definitely think Multiverse to like even just the name like Multiverse of Madness. I get what they were trying to go for. Um, but the multiverse fatigue was long settling in before that movie, and just
Yeah.
calling it that is like, ugh.
Dude, the multiverse, they handled the multiverse so like in the worst
At
way
first,
possible.
but that's the thing too, is at first it was at first it was working. People were like, like, yeah, the variants, all of this is good, and then they just like dialed it up to 11.
Yeah, they didn't use it the way that they could have and they were supposed to, which is bring in the X-Men. Um,
I thought so. Yeah, man,
it would
that
have made
scene.
sense.
I was so excited for 1 minute, and then after that 1 minute was off.
Yeah, but then they used it as like, it's fan service, not really even. He's just an actor.
It's actually that's a. I guess that would be fan service, like or fan casted for like
They
1
did
minute.
it twice. They did it with Quicksilver, and then they did it with Reed Richards.
I don't even know that's.
And one was a show.
Yeah,
but one was an actual Quicksilver though. That's
like I don't know. I mean,
I still can't
I
believe
like
they did that.
Pedro, but like I feel like he's in everything now. Like I feel like they
Yeah,
got
he
him
is.
in just because he's like because of his big name.
But I don't know if that's his fault. Maybe he just is a good actor.
I don't think that's his fault. I feel
I don't
Like,
think it's
he
his
is a good
fault 'cause
actor.
It's a job, but like
But the fact that a lot of his stuff comes out around the same time.
but what I'm starting to feel specifically, if we're going to talk about the Pedro Pascal, is not that he's becoming an industry plant, but Hollywood itself is literally investing more in his stock. If you know what I'm trying to say here.
Cause like
Yeah, he himself feels like a pretty
normal guy.
Yeah, from the interview.
He's not he doesn't give industry plant.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Hollywood themselves.
Planting him. They keep planting.
Yeah, they literally just like people. They're like, oh, what's an actor people like? Pedro Pascal. He's a good actor. Let's throw him.
It's like Zendaya or whatever.
It's exactly Zendaya's not a bad actor at all by any measure. But the problem is that people like Zendaya so much that she's in fucking everything.
Yeah, same thing with Pedro. Yeah, or even like Jennifer Ortega at one point.
Jennifer Ortega, people. Yeah, it's actually becoming kind of a problem in Hollywood where if you are good talent,
they'll just reuse
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it makes it
they'll
seem like
milk
it's
you to
only like
death.
five.
Yeah.
Like there's only like 5 actors they can reuse.
Yeah, cause like, I saw like, what's his face?
Because here's an actor that was actually having that same problem, but people have stopped talking about him recently. Chris Pratt.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Pratt. Yeah,
I don't. He probably isn't a lot, but I just don't watch a lot. So
cause he was in Mario.
Not recently,
He
but
was in
not
Mario.
recently.
yeah.
Not recently. He has not been on a lot of projects.
It's like Mario, and then there's like I can't think of another.
Nah, he was in a lot. He was like in Jurassic Park or Jurassic.
No, but he mean like within the last 5 years or 3 years, right?
The only thing I can remember last couple. Yeah, cause he
It's like
stopped.
Mario, and then there's
Yeah,
Mario.
because I feel like
and
Mario, I feel like was when he finally reached like
peak. Like
peak.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think he recorded that like over a year ago. That's the funny thing.
because after that movie and everyone like the voice on the internet became louder and louder, I stopped seeing him in a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Cause like, and then like the thing with like Pedro is like he's like in things that you wouldn't expect. Like he was in Gladiator.
Yeah, he was in Gladiator.
I just didn't expect him to be in Gladiator at all. He was in Gladiator. He's Joel in the last. We can talk about the Last of Us later.
And now he's Reed Richards,
He's Richards now.
which
I think it'll work.
fine. I think it can work because I do believe he is a good actor, so he'll make it work. But like he just
I think
would
it
never
can
be
work.
mine.
It's just in my head. I don't know. I personally
I
like
never
the
would have thought of
John.
him.
What's his
I
face better.
I liked John Krasinski way more.
Yeah,
I think
I
And
that
you know what's
was.
funny?
I
John
definitely agree.
Krasinski, like the fan cast before he actually showed up in Multiverse, I was like, I mean, that's cool and all, but then you see him in Multiverse, and I'm like, damn, he actually can play it all.
Bro, I saw him and I was like, I don't even like Reed Richards, but yeah, I mean he can play. He can play.
That's Reed Richards. I'm looking at him.
Yeah, like, hey, it's Reed. Oh wait, no, not anymore.
Yeah,
Or
oh my god.
if they ever brought back the original guy, that British dude, I loved him.
I liked him too. I think yeah. But like
I'm gonna be honest, that cast that they had for the 2000 era Fantastic Four was still my favorite. I'm like, I liked every interpretation. I liked her.
just like I don't know. Now like the multiverse, they just used it in the worst way imaginable. They used it as like a haha, as like a joking thing. They used it to like clean up messy parts.
But what's weird is that out of many stories who've tried to do that same idea, they really did. Like before people got tired of it, they really were doing it the best. They had it so well done, and then they just milked it to fucking death.
Yeah, and then like I hate the fact like the existence of the multiverse now though. Like, cause like it's like oh this movie sucked. Well, guess what? It was we can just retcon it with the multiverse. Like there's no like what's the word? There's no like accepting responsibility for yeah you messed it up. Now it's just sweep it under the rug with the multiverse, and I feel like it's leading to them like taking yeah normally taking wild wild I need some help wild
Like wild situations and what
yeah
ifs and
wild
hypotheticals.
ventures yeah. You know, sometimes you have to break out of the mold and do something crazy to make it good. But I feel like they're just shooting blank shots all over the place now, and they're missing everything. I can't believe I used to say that. Like, it's crazy now because everyone can agree with me. There was a point in time when we thought that it was just too much superhero stuff, and we got a bit too, like, tired of it all.
Yeah,
And I low-key thought they were maybe moving slightly too fast. But now it seems like they're not moving fast enough because
that's enough.
they wasted the past couple years and they don't have anything set up. It's been what like Avengers Endgame came out in 2018. It's 7 years. It's been 7 years. And there's nothing really set up in the new like Doctor Strange. Nobody ever heard of him ever since fucking
What's crazy is that characters that people want to see, they're just flat out refusing to use, like Moon Knight, like Blade, which they flat out canceled.
They canceled Blade, yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Actually.
And what's crazy is people literally had an entire debate online solely because the original Blade was like, yeah, you guys may feel some type of way, but I actually give my approval. Like, I like this dude as Blade.
Yeah.
But at least
What's
the
the
original
French?
Blade came back.
And then he even said, "There's only one room for one Blade."
Dude, he called it. He straight up said it. He told everyone basically that the movie was canceled.
Yeah, pretty much.
And guess what? Kevin Feige said, "Okay."
Which means only he's coming back. He's gonna come back for the new Blade movie. If it ever happens.
It's wasn't canceled, right? Or
Yeah.
at least
No, it's
now.
canceled.
It's canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, canceled for now, and...
By the way, that actually is pretty sex. I was like...
Well, I think we
really
would have needed to see a Blade.
I would have loved to see a new Blade movie, man. I was excited.
Why don't they just get the original guys who made the Blade movies and just make the new ones with, like...
Guys, I have an idea. Why don't we just skip all that, bring Blade in, no introductions, nothing, and then at the end of the movie be like, if you want the context, watch the original Blade.
That's a pretty good idea. Yeah, why don't they bring... they make, like, what's his face? Like, Dracula or something, the main villain, and then, like, bring in Blade.
Again.
Why don't they bring in Moon Knight too while they're at it? Because he's supposed to fight supernatural animals.
You might as well make a Midnight Suns movie at that point.
They should bring in
Just
Nicolas Cage
Blade
as
that
Ghost
way.
Rider.
Oh,
Like, characters that people want to see, that either they have established or not established yet, they're just not flat out refute. Like, Ghost Rider has been a request for them to bring in for so long, and specifically everyone wants them to bring back Nick Cage. Even if it's for a scene, a Nick Cage Ghost Rider was like top of the fan casting.
Might as well bring Nick Nolte, the old Ghost Rider from the first one, just for a
cool
second.
too. I feel so retarded now looking back. I thought Ghost Rider was going to show up in Infinity War.
I thought he was going to show up in She-Hulk.
I thought Punisher, Ghost Rider, like all these other characters were going to show up.
Daredevil.
Name for a second. Yeah. Oh yeah, remember we were like the Defenders are going to show up in the Avengers or one of them.
I feel so retarded.
We were so into it, was like, this is definitely gonna happen.
But I mean, they had the story to make it happen. They just...
And guess what? A couple years later, it basically could have happened. Look, they're almost all bad.
That's the thing. They can straight up make a Midnight Suns movie right now.
I would have.
All the old characters, they got their own movies like Blade.
Hell, they even have room for new introductions.
Exactly.
They may not want to touch on the movie, but the Eternals did literally, like, at the end set up the Dark Knight, or I forget his fucking not the Dark Knight.
I know, Black Knight.
Black Knight, thank you.
Black Knight.
Knight, they set up, and Blade, you could hear Blade's voice clearly.
So what do you, like, I forget what he actually said. It's like, are you ready or something like that?
Yeah, like, they could have done it, but they just don't.
Yeah, they said F it.
Instead, they made shit nobody cares about. And then they made Moon Knight, and then they never did anything with him. And then...
And I brought up Moon Knight because of my personal fucking bias. But, like...
It makes sense what you're saying, like, your favorite character, and yet they said, you know, to hell off.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. What the hell was the point of making Moon Knight what's the point of making all these characters if you don't do anything with them?
Yeah.
Like, I was gonna go on to say, you know what's something that still is bothering me? No payoff, nothing?
What?
Where the fuck is White Vision?
You're right.
He flew to Mars.
But actually, you know what? I don't even know why we're surprised, because Wanda's supposed to be normal after WandaVision, and she's batshit crazy in Multiverse of
Yep,
Madness.
that's why I'm telling you that movie's redundant. It's like they didn't watch WandaVision.
Didn't they straight up
And
say that?
no, they said they straight up like what's his face? The Raimi just straight up admitted like
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I never
Sam
watched a
Raimi's
lick.
never gonna
Oh.
Which man, that made me so angry because I'm like she
Like
she dealt with
you
she dealt-
yeah, you erased a lot of good character writing.
yeah, but nah.
But like, how can that even be? Because like they got the kids from the show. Right?
Yeah. There was a lot of elements from the show.
Were they the same kids, the actors?
Yes.
Oh,
It
okay,
doesn't
it's
even
been a minute.
matter. The fact that she lost her kids in the show means
Yes.
like there's continuity. How are you gonna make a sequel if you don't know what happens in the prior movie? Like, I don't know. It just it doesn't make sense to me. And then like, what's the point of all these? Then they messed up Secret Wars or Secret Invasion, my bad.
That granted, it wasn't a show I was really like trying to watch off rip.
You know what?
But
that's the worst thing they made.
yeah, that's
And when I mean worst,
I'm happy. I'm happy I didn't spend the energy and the time trying to watch it weekly because I knew it wasn't gonna be. It would never be worth it.
I watched it weekly. I will say at least the acting is good, but beyond that, the story is god awful.
I
At least from
thought
Sam Jackson and stuff. At least from...
I thought it would be because like I think it was John that told me about it. It was either Secret Wars or Secret Invasion, where like they found out like all these guys were actually scrolls.
Yeah, the scrolls, Secret Invasion.
Scrolls.
And then,
Except they turned it into a 6-part show that was BS.
that's the
was
thing.
like-
It turned into
it was-
like some weird sci-fi like
That
spy
no one
movie.
cares about because it doesn't link to any.
I was expecting, yeah, like the Secret Invasion I had in my mind.
It's
'Cause,
huge.
like, I was like,
it's years.
the original.
You know what would have been a really interesting thing to see? What if, and I know it's cheap, but here would have been a good way, at least an example of a good way to start off the fucking Secret Wars thing, or Secret Invasions thing. Everyone clearly remembers the sacrifice of Tony Stark. It would just be really weird one day if all of a sudden, I'm just saying.
Tony Stark is back, guys.
And then this prompts a full-scale investigation into you died in front of everyone's eyes.
What if they
That would
do
be
a weird spin on it and then they make him evil? And that's
Make
like,
him Doom.
okay, never mind. I take it back. I realized that, but yeah. I was gonna say like, what if like he's a scroll, but he's also superior to Iron Man or something. I don't fucking know.
Oh my god, that would be crazy.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
He's
like-
so into it that he becomes superior Iron Man.
That would be cool.
And that's
That
I'm
would
not
be
scrolling
an insane variant. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
cool as shit.
that would be pretty cool.
I'm so dedicated to the craft.
Yeah, by pretending he's Tony Stark for so
He becomes
long,
all
he gains the intelligence of Tony Stark and actually becomes superior.
But yeah, and then his ego gets so intense that he's like, you know what? No, I'm better than him.
I
am the true Tony Stark. I'm superior. Yeah.
You can't make.
And then that's how Superior Iron Man becomes a major threat in the current MCU.
But I feel like that would have been a fun way to actually introduce like the whole like people getting taken over by scrolls
Yeah.
and
The
specifically
only one was that mattered sort of was Rhodey, but even then it's like no one cared. No.
and even then
Mhm.
it also like introduced, I mean of course they did it with Rhodey, but then it introduced the idea of like these guys could really pretend and be anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
And you know what the worst part is? They use the AI intro.
the AI intro, I didn't really care about that. But like,
But it does matter to a degree.
I just felt like the entire show was way too like low
Oh,
effort in
it was,
general.
yeah. And
Cause
they
like
killed Maria. They
I
killed
thought,
Hill.
I
They,
thought like what's it called? Because when I was talking, how I learned about Secret Invasion was I was talking to John and I was like, hey, how are they gonna ever like top something like Infinity War? And then John brought up the idea of Secret Invasion, and then he told me
yep.
how like everything you know could be like completely fake, and like in the comics, like what they found out Wolverine, they found like Wolverine in a tube or something, or like
Spider
someone,
Woman was like a double agent.
yeah,
She
they find out all of this, and like everything they knew isn't exactly what they
Spider
knew.
Spider Woman was like a scroll and a Hydra agent or something.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you were right. It was like one of the heroes that they were pretending to be was like I think it was Wolverine, but like they were dead for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and one of the creepier ones is
Oh, and I think I could be mistaken. In that same plot line where they're like pretending to be a hero, they also low key gaslit themselves, like kind of like we were saying.
Yeah.
So they were shocked that they were an imposter too, and they were like, "Wait, what?"
that might be it's hard to remember, but that's probably
Yeah,
true.
cause like that'd be so cool. Then nobody knows who's the real guy, and it's like
Like some of them were well in like our reality, like not the comic years, but were scrolls for at least 40 years.
I think
Like
honestly, I think they could have done that and used that as an element to like introduce stuff like superior, like evil versions of the heroes we know instead of going all in with the multiverse.
yeah, I I used to like multiverse stuff, but the way they represent it in the Marvel side of things, I don't care for as much.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, and
Because
then
like
like they have like shows like what's that one show you watched? I can't remember it at all. It was like,
depends. I watch all of them mostly.
but like they don't do anything with any of the damn characters. Like
You talking about
the
was it
one
recent
where like
or?
yeah, I think it was like she can like see like her ancestors or something.
Oh, Echo.
Echo. Who the fuck is
Echo
Echo?
was yeah, it was she's a Daredevil like character.
Oh,
Um,
oh my bad. I
so
didn't know who she was.
Echo showed up in Hawkeye, and then they gave her a show. It was all right. Nothing really happened. People only care because like there was a
Wait,
scene with Daredevil
she
in
was
it,
from
and
she was from the Daredevil show.
no, I meant the comics, but
Oh,
they
She was
linked.
first. She was actually first introduced like into the
Yeah, in Hawkeye.
MCU. Was it Hawkeye? I thought it
It
was.
was Hawkeye. It was,
I thought it was Ant Man.
oh
no, no, that's
shit.
Ghost. You're thinking of Ghost.
That's
I
Oh,
Ghost.
got
oh,
I got
oh,
that confused too.
Echoes. She's yeah. Those are yeah. Echoes the
I
like.
got them confused too.
I think she's like Native American. Actually. She's deaf and basically just a fighter. But she showed up in Hawkeye as the villain, sort of. But then you find out she's like the stepdaughter of the Kingpin. And then the Kingpin shows up in her show for a little bit as well. But then I freak and nothing will ever happen with her ever again. That's just a sad reality.
So like, why'd they put money into it?
Well, the sad part, it wasn't even a Marvel like studio show. It was like a they made a new branding for it. Like that's how much they didn't care enough. So,
Oh,
it's like it went on Hulu as well as Disney Plus at the same time. Yeah, that show was it was. Most people watched it just because of the Daredevil and Kingpin stuff, but because it was before the Daredevil show.
but speaking on Thunderbolts, real quick,
Oh yeah, yeah.
looping all the fucking way back around.
yes.
Yeah, they actually have like it was good. The characters were all well used. Um, Writing wise, like it didn't feel like bad or cringy like it has been in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm gonna just come right out and say it. They are the ones who set up the Fantastic Four, and in the exact same Infinity War style of X people will come back, the Thunderbolts will come back, as you see the Fantastic Four ship just hurtling towards Earth
Oh.
in the end credits.
Yeah.
Is Marvel back? Are we back?
It depends how Fantastic Four does.
Yeah, that movie's really gonna be like it's kind of feeling like it's like this is the hit or miss right now, Marvel.
Oh.
And we really need the Fantastic Four. We need Marvel's first family to fucking hit.
You know what's cool though about this summer is that it's both Superman and Fantastic Four, which for both companies is like their first true like superhero under their names. Like DC was Superman, and then when it was Marvel in the '60s, it was Fantastic Four. So that's a pretty crazy idea looking at it. Like their first big superheroes are basically colliding in the summer. And let's see which one stands on top. I hope it's Superman, but I'm just a DC guy. And we haven't had a Superman thing in 12.
Oh wait, so are the Thunderbolts the new team then?
So there's actually a bit of a joke with that
Yeah.
setup, but typically the Thunderbolts, what happens with them is one of two things.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, one of two things. Either A, they stay their own team and stay the Thunderbolts and kind of keep this like Suicide Squad, like
Yeah.
roguish, kill
Oh, yeah, they're
people,
like government funded usually in the or
Yeah, like a
and
group of
government
anti-heroes.
funded. Yeah. Or the other thing that I also know happens is they also could lead into like a West Coast Avengers situation.
yeah.
I see.
I thought they could become like the Dark
Because
Avengers at one point.
that's what I was under the impression. I thought if anything, maybe eventually the Thunderbolts transition into the Dark Adventures.
Because
But I
some of the
mean,
same people you go on that team.
you've seen like the recent stuff going around, right? Like the marketing, how like they straight up just
Yeah,
changed
yeah.
the name.
Yeah.
They're now the new Avengers.
Pretty BS to be honest with you. Only because I just meant like the movie hasn't even been out like for a couple days.
Yeah. But what?
And now like if I went to see the movie, is it now actually rebranded as New Avengers? Or...
I don't know.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty positive it's good.
That would be
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I think it's just marketing, but I think when you go to watch the movie, it'll still be Thunderbolts Asterisk. Because they don't actually do the title change of the new Avengers until the end of the end of the movie.
Okay. Because like Marvel officially themselves just like started like all the new posters got the new Avengers on it. So are they
Yeah.
actually the new Avengers?
No,
Not the comic one.
Well, yeah, I know it's not
no,
the comic.
no. Literally, like I said, in universe, it is a literal joke that
Oh,
Rhodey, War Machine, copyrighted the fucking name Avengers right before they did their whole Thunderbolts adventure.
uh huh.
Yeah.
So literally, it seems, or not Rhodey, fucking Sam Wilson's Captain America fucking copyrighted the name Avengers.
Oh, that's
Oh,
why their Instagram or Twitter handles have copyright in the name.
So in universe, they're like like they're not actually like the new Avengers, you know what I mean? But
But it's a joke, okay. Yeah.
they're okay. So well, are they like the Avengers? Like, what I mean by new Avengers is like, are they
Like the
actually
actual Avengers
the
now, or are they
Avengers
the main
now?
team?
Are they the main Avengers team?
no.
There
No.
is no the old team's not even there anymore, so there
Cause
still isn't.
cause like what's it called? Cause I didn't know if they were still gonna go. Cause like you know about the new so not the new Avengers, but that the
The
second
young
Avengers
one?
team after.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the young Avengers. You know, I'm talking about the Avengers team. Cause obviously the original Avengers are gone. Captain America is dead.
Yeah.
Tony Stark is
So
dead,
is
and the team's all broken up kind of. So
Black
Widow's
Widow's
dead.
dead.
yeah, Black Widow's dead. I
My
don't know what
God,
the
they're
hell is going on with Thor. So they're all broken up. So what is happening? Like, isn't Captain Marvel supposed to lead this new team of Avengers, or is it Sam
Is
Wilson,
she?
Captain America? I was under the impression I thought it was gonna be Captain. I thought they were gonna make Captain Marvel the new team. Like, I thought they were going that route, or was it Sam Wilson?
Nah, it seems like it's gonna be Sam.
So
Oh,
Sam Wilson will lead the new team of
in
Avengers.
his Captain America, like General Ross wanted Sam to be, in charge of a new Avengers team under the government, but they never did it. So at the moment, there's still no
Yeah,
Avengers.
at the moment there is no definitive Avengers team, but it seems like in the future it's gonna be like it's gonna be between two things. It's gonna be 100% Sam Wilson,
Yeah, he's definitely.
or what they're setting up is it'll probably be a Bucky v Sam for who is the technical leader of
Yeah,
the true Avengers.
Okay. All right.
yeah. I wonder what actual Avengers team will actually show up in what was it, Doomsday or whatever.
Yeah, I also heard people speculate. Well, one of the reasons I'm like I had to mention Moon Knight is because I heard that people were like they might kill Moon Knight in Doomsday.
That
That
would
is
be.
such a disrespect. Like,
Hey, remember
why?
him? Ethel.
Hey, you guys wanted to see Moon Knight, but I'll see him die. That's so messed up. Why
I've
would
come back from the dead before. It was boring.
I don't know why they don't do more with Moon Knight. Like, everybody wants Moon Knight.
He's such a sick character.
I want to see him fighting monsters. I've watched an entire movie of him just fighting
Well,
CGI monsters.
that's also like, man, when they made Werewolf by Night,
Yeah, they could
I
have.
was dying. I was dying to see even just a fraction of his white ass.
I don't know, man. I don't know if they'll ever bring him back. He's gone. He's gone. He almost got snuffed in his own show, in my opinion. Like, I didn't get enough Moon Knight.
It was a little underwhelming, yeah.
I just wanted more Moon Knight.
Yeah, that was a show that if anything deserved a season two.
Yeah. I just wanted more Moon Knight. Just more. I want to see him beat shit up. I just want to see him go crazy.
Instead, Loki got season 2, which I'm not against. I just never watched it.
I never watched it.
I think that's a shame.
Yeah.
I saw season 1 and I liked it, but I was like, I'm good. I don't need a season.
Can't wrap my head around what happened in season 1.
Well, at this point, it doesn't even matter because there's no more Kang. There's no more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the whole King thing pretty much irrelevates the entirety of Loki.
But I don't even know the version of Kang that appears in Loki season 2. I don't even know what happens to him because they're
Oh,
like
it's
in the
so
past.
good, so good.
Like, I don't even know what really happens to Kang now. Like, they never really. Like, does he still show up as like a side thing and they just kill him off super quick or something?
What do you mean?
Like, he's not like at the moment, the actor, he's gone, but like they haven't really said anything past.
Okay. So you mean like Kang's
Well, how they
Kang's
address
status in the
Yeah,
Marvel Cinematic Universe in
Yeah, like how
general?
do they address like him being like this big bad who in all
And moving forward, I don't know how they're gonna do it.
they could
but-
just kill him off at the beginning of Doomsday.
But yeah, I feel my suggestion or my theory is they're
Doctor
either they're gonna kill him off. Although I have a slew of concerns for Doomsday. One being,
Yeah.
and I think this is one where you're very either on or off the fence about it. I do not want RDJ being the IRL Doctor Doom.
I agree with that. I don't want him to be Doctor Doom.
I'm assuming he must be a variant,
variant.
but even then if he's our main.
This is like what they did with like what's it called, the Man.
Because the thing is he's like I've also heard that he's gonna be reportedly playing a Iron Man variant. Doctor Doom, and one other character. And similarly with Chris Evans, he's supposed to play Captain America, like a Captain America variant, another variant, probably like Captain Hydra, and then some other unknown character.
Whoa,
I'm a little sad they killed off his Johnny Storm.
hold up. What if this variant was that he beat Captain America in Civil War? Like he straight up just kills Captain America in Civil War. And
Oh,
that's how
so
he becomes
he
Doctor Doom.
he was an Iron Man that became a Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
I guess that at least makes him
Actually, wait,
separate
no, I take
from.
that back. How the fuck did they get Doctor Doom in there? Like, why would he change his name? I understand, like, maybe, like, slowly
In
morphing
his
him.
world, he's
Alright, never mind. That's a bad idea.
Because, the Victor Von.
Victor Von.
I think he's still Tony Stark though, right? Or am I wrong?
Who?
Like that version of Doctor Doom, like is he actually Victor Von
The
Doom?
MCU Doctor Doom.
Yeah,
Or at
the
least their
RDJ's.
current Doomsday Doctor Doom.
Yeah. Like we don't know anything besides that he's playing that Doctor Doom, but
Yeah. I mean, he could still be Victor Vaughn, but
he's gonna get killed off or something. There's no way he's gonna be our.
but then the problem is in the like I mean I guess
Why do it? Why have?
because I feel like the problem is with that then there's been some variants. I mean I guess it could be explained by the variants thing, but then there's some variants that look exactly like others, and then there's some variants where despite being the same hero, they look nothing fucking alike.
That's why I kind of hate
Oh,
the
yeah.
variant shit. Like, it's so
Because
loose.
even the name like variant, like shouldn't it just be a little bit different but the same kind of guy?
Well, I can see why it can get.
Actually, he needs magic too, and they haven't really, aside from Doctor Strange, how would Tony Stark get his hand on
I
magic?
can see him. There's probably ways. I just can't think of any right now.
Yeah, by pulling it out of their ass.
They do. That's comics for.
But you gotta make it look good.
Well, yeah, I get your point. The whole thing of him being a Doctor Doom in general is like.
Here's the
I
thing.
don't see
Here's
that.
my mindset going in. I feel like they're gonna do something to subvert the expectation when it comes to this Doctor Doom. Similar to what they kind of did with Mysterio.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be something similar.
Except. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say Mysterio is always like. He is theatrical. So he's always. I get your point. Yeah.
I don't know.
I also
The misdirect was like that he was like kind of like anti-hero kind of role, working with Spider-Man.
Yeah. From another dimension? Nah, that was just bullshit.
What if
Bro was capping off his ass. He just
it does make me wonder about the Fantastic Four movie, like who is their Doctor Doom? Even if he doesn't show up, like is he the Tony Stark one? Is he the
Wait,
Tony?
I'm sorry. In the comics, is Mysterio actually using magic or is he using drones?
No, it's all
no, it's
not.
It's magic.
Okay, so that's what I meant. Like, what if they like subvert him? Like, what if he uses I don't know fucking magical tech or like nano machines instead of like actual magic for Doctor Doom?
Yeah, in
That's
the
just like the
comics,
things.
he doesn't use magic. He just still uses he uses illusions and like special effects. He's always since the '60s, he's never been magical.
Damn.
So they actually had a relatively
Even
accurate.
in Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was gonna. Oh, hold on.
Ultimate.
There's you were
You
definitely
barely see
wrong
him.
because there's definitely some dooms who can most definitely use magic.
In Ultimate,
No, like I remember there was an episode where Mysterio fought Doctor Strange.
Oh wait, you talking about the show?
Yeah.
Oh, I meant the ultimate timeline.
Bro, nobody can. No, I will not take the discredit for Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man is probably the reason why we have batshit crazy Moon Knight in Marvel Rivals right now. In the show, he was like, "I howl at the moon," and he's just saying wild shit like that.
Oh, the
Yeah,
one
I'm
in
not tripping. Doctor Doom is a sorcerer.
no,
Yeah,
Doctor
Doctor
Doom. He
Doom is a
actually
sorcerer,
he
but his
uses magic and technology and
Oh, we're still talking about
I was
fucking.
talking about Quinn.
Mysterio.
Yeah. So in Ultimate Spider-Man, he made a deal with Dormammu to make his illusions real at a
Oh,
heavy price, supposedly. I don't remember what the price was. Something about his family. Some.
Yeah, Mysterio. Yeah. He's definitely. It's kind of. It's a. At least in Mysterio's case, just like doing kind of a mix of both. But bro's
okay,
definitely a sorcerer.
okay.
More so in adaptations than actual comics. But I get your point. You could still make him a. You can do what the hell you want. Mysterio is not that big of. I mean, people like Mysterio, but I don't view him as
Alright,
like a.
my bad. I thought I didn't expect the drone shit. I thought it was something like from.
No, because it's illusions for a long time. I mean, they probably made him magical,
No,
like
I
in
knew it was
actual.
illusions, but I thought even his illusions were magical, like some sort of like illusion
No,
magic or something like that, rather than drones.
no, it's always been because he was like a like a stage magician. I think even in the comics, um, which makes it funny that he became a big bad of a Spider-Man. He's not like crazy. I mean, he comes across crazy powerful, but in reality, like he just goes and steals money from banks with his illusions.
Oh yeah, that's how Spider-Man takes them on, right?
Yeah. The fact that Spider-Man has a problem with him is actually sad sometimes. I mean, until Mysterio actually gets
Well,
creative with his
well, but
illusion.
the reason he has issues with all of his villains isn't actually an issue with Spider-Man. It's an issue with his morality.
Yeah, you're right. He can't actually. They can't
His morality
confront
is
this
pretty
guy.
dumb.
They can't confront him with someone who would literally kill him. Actually, wait. What about Carnage?
Cause, cause, cause. I mean, let's be real. Let's be brutally honest here. We all know the moment Doc Ock enters that body and he throws that first punch,
Oh yeah.
it's wraps.
I'm
Mysterio's
superior.
dome gonna get caved in.
Yeah. Yeah, Spider-Man's pretty strong.
New York would be
Which
safe.
that run was also weird because it was just a weird run, like in a good way. But it's like it reminds me of Ultimate Spider-Man the comic when Wolverine got into Spider-Man's body and tried to hook it up with Mary Jane in a 16-year-old's body with a 120-year-old mind. They never addressed
But no,
this.
sometimes that's what we need in our comic books.
Yeah, Wolverine's a creep, but it's okay. He's like 1,000. He's 100 years old.
That's wild.
And I think Doc Ock did it too when he was Superior Spider-Man. Or
Didn't he break
actually,
up with
maybe the
Mary
opposite.
Jane?
No, sorry, it's the opposite.
And he tried to get her with someone else?
He was like, I don't care for this. He's like, I don't even know this one. Sorry. I should rerun that. They brought it back, but
You took everything from me. I don't even know you.
Honestly, actually, you know something they did take from me that I didn't bring up? They took Venom away. They literally put him in the MCU and then they warped him away.
yeah, like 2 seconds.
Not even a globule.
Why?
Actually, hold on. I could be mistaken. Isn't that exactly what they left? Just a globule?
Yep.
Yes.
But I feel like there's a part of me that like Marvel's lately, like they'll forget like there's an after credit scene that some movie had, and then like 5 years later, like you want to act on that? You want to act on? At
So
least in this
stupid.
phase, that's how it feels. Like you could forget about that after credit scene with the part of Venom left behind until like years later. Someone might remember.
That's stupid. That's so dumb.
That was depressing.
Disrespect.
Like that made it so apparent that like Kevin Feige was like, I really care about this Sony right now. Like they might have implied that he was there for a couple minutes, not even, but he's gone
Well,
now.
apparently, because of all this, everyone's been turning their attention towards Thunderbolts. We even have more Marvel news. Jeremy Renner has been firing some loud
Yes,
shots.
yeah.
Oh yeah, how like they wanted to get him back for Hawkeyes or
But for half the pay
yeah,
But for half the fucking
and
pay.
more work.
yeah.
Like, what does that mean? Does that mean you just say F this guy? It's not worth the.
And what's crazy is this then led to some more stuff being revealed at Marvel, which is like apparently on those projects, those Disney shows, Kevin Feige wasn't even there.
Yeah,
I think I
Most
did
of,
I'm not
hear about that.
surprised.
most of these things were made with like including Moon Knight and a lot of stuff. They literally, according to reports, and this is sad when I say this out loud, they apparently literally had to run around, exact wording, run around just to get a minute with Feige.
What the fuck? What
Can't even make
happened?
this up.
That's crazy.
What happened?
Just to get a minute with Feige, bro.
So did he not want to do it, or was it just hard? Like,
I think what happened was and this from the sounds of it, they spread him too thin.
damn.
Like they just made so much. They were trying to pump out so much random shit at once that he literally could not oversee any of it.
That's so dumb, bro. Like,
Which is why apparently now everything that we're trying to see from Marvel forward has been Kevin Feige literally being like, "I've had enough."
yeah. Honestly, like,
Apparently, from what people are saying, they took their writers, which they've become known as the Parliament
oh god.
in their internal naming scheme or whatever. But they took their group of writers known as the Parliament, and Kevin Feige pretty much locked himself on like a weekend retreat just to be like, I need us all to work on how to write and fix the fucking Marvel universe right now. And they spent a weekend doing that, which is how we ended up with RDJ coming back as Doctor Doom,
okay.
because apparently he was already in talks with him to come back. And obviously, probably due to the Kang thing, it just made it more of a reason to bring him back as for even more shock factor.
Yeah, like a nostalgia thing.
Yeah. So it seems like that was kind of like their main strategy for that. And then it seems like that they really want to, how do I put this? Restructure the way that content will be delivered moving forward.
Huh.
In the sense of like, you know how we had all those Disney shows come out all at once and not many people really accepted it all that well or
Yeah.
received it all that well.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently, what they want to do now is kind of go back to the way things were pre-Infinite, like Endgame,
Okay. So like,
with them having their TV stuff be more what they were supposed to be in the first place. Side adventures still connected to the MCU, but they're not gonna like flash a character in your face like the movie does.
okay. Huh. Yeah, because I felt like they strangely enough in like, I don't know, I felt like after in like Endgame, uh, he like said fuck all, and like he thought the machine would run itself because like everything was set up,
Yeah.
and instead the machine ran itself into the ground by splitting off 10 different directions. Um, and like just nothing happened. So I mean, as long as they got the focus back in, but again, I don't know. I mean, I guess Thunderbolts is proof that it's coming. It's coming back in the direction we all expect. I just hope it can be salvaged.
The damage hopefully is not already done.
Hopefully, because they got some stupid ass shit that nobody cares about, bro. Like, I, hopefully. But
Like I
They
said,
haven't
yeah.
said anything else past I forget what the next year's movie is. That Avengers Doomsday or
It's next
next
year?
year's more like next month.
Wait, what?
Isn't if I'm not mistaken, Fantastic Four is releasing this June.
no, I said I was saying like
Oh.
after Avengers. I'm saying like
Oh, okay. Next major Avengers movie. Okay.
yeah. No, I knew it was I think it's July or something. Fantastic Four,
Wait,
which
Avengers Doomsday is next year?
unless they changed they might have like
What
let me
the
check.
Well,
fuck?
I'm looking it up. I don't remember.
they definitely updated the release schedule with the presentation and the whole timeline.
Yeah.
Who's gonna.
It says May 1st, 2026, but I don't know if that's still. Maybe I don't know. So a year from now.
Who's gonna. Okay, I shouldn't ask that because, like, they already got the cast out. Huh.
No Moon Knight.
God damn it. So, like, what the hell's gonna happen? Like, there's, like, nothing to build off of in the past movies. Is it like a one-off thing, like Age of Ultron?
Uh,
Well, I mean, Doomsday somehow has to lead into like
Secret
fucking
Wars.
Battle World, and all that.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Oh, I
What are they
forgot
gonna do?
Ironheart coming out.
I don't
So
care. Oh, man. You just reminded me. Yeah, Ironheart is a thing
That's
still.
next month, I guess. I thought it was gone.
What's all that shit where, like, there's like a picture of all the shows that they announced? How many
the
events?
timeline.
Yeah.
uh,
Well, so the only thing that I can say for Ironheart is, to my understanding, right?
Yeah.
Is normally I'm not saying I'm excited for this movie. My words are very very specific here.
Okay.
I'm not excited for this. But
Oh.
I'm more open to keeping my eyes on it and hopefully that it does well. More so because of the thing that I heard with him trying to restructure things. It seems like for the shows, they're trying to, especially after the Daredevil show, it seems like they've realized, like, in terms of what they should be putting out on the show side of front,
Mm-hmm.
it should lead into the bigger story, yes, but it should not be the main driving force, and they should try to tell their smaller stories in the show format.
that show was so good. that was the best Marvel thing in so long.
What show?
Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Oh.
I
The
love
Born
this.
Again.
Yeah, it was. I was so giddy. I was like, yes. I was like, yeah, finally. But the worst part is, like, I know it's Marvel Studios, but you know, this the show was, based in something that existed. So like when it comes to newer stuff that are solely like there was nothing previous to it. I'm still iffy with everything else, but at least Born Again, immediate season 2, the pictures behind the scenes are amazing.
What happened to Armor Wars?
It says it's to be announced still.
That was like back in 2021.
Except Armor Wars, I don't know how they're gonna do that because the
It was supposed
comic
to be in
version.
Phase 4, and now we're coming to a native.
Yeah. Oh, there is an Untitled Vision series for 2026 still, I guess. Oh, Spider-Man 4, I think, did get a release date. July 31st, 2026.
Dude, I still have not finished Spider-Man.
Yes. Oh, and the Punisher Marvel special, like they did with the Werewolf by Night, I think. They're gonna do a Punisher special instead of a show.
You know Punisher doesn't eat pizza.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about this.
No, it's a joke.
So we gotta bring this up.
You know the Punisher doesn't take naps?
I forget. It was Burtonthal who was saying this, right?
Yeah.
Which, it's crazy because Rose's a really good Punisher actor, but damn. I did not understand that motherfucker's an Italian New Yorker.
That's funny. He doesn't eat pizza, man. Punisher doesn't eat pizza, man.
He definitely eats pizza.
Punisher, he doesn't eat pizza. Damn,
It's too fattening.
It doesn't affect him.
What about the Costco one? Costco got like 40 grams of
Protein.
That's crazy. I couldn't believe that.
I've only been to a Costco once. I don't really have.
Bro, a single slice of cheese pizza got 40 grams of protein. That's awesome.
You motherfuckers eating peanut butter struggling to get 28.
Exactly. I'm like, it's so good. That's so good. Like, you eat like 3 slices, you're good. You're good.
You're good for like an entire meal.
Exactly. Like, bro, 3 slices of pizza, that's like an entire meal. You got 120 grams. 120 grams of protein from just 3 slices. That's crazy.
That is actually, that's a lot of protein in a pizza.
The only problem is the sacrifice one must make to acquire said Costco pizza.
Yeah, like,
I'll just eat my protein.
If you don't got that membership, you ain't shit.
Bro, that's yes, you gotta get a Wombo Combo membership. You gotta get a gym membership and a Costco membership to get access to the 40 protein pizza. That's pretty good though. That's pretty good.
Good value.
Hell yeah, bro. 40 grams.
Honestly, Costco might be the new gym hack.
I think it is the gym hack. Bro, and like the chicken bake too? The chicken bake over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had anything from Costco.
I think it's like 60 in the food chicken bake. Whoa! You should try one. You should like hitch a ride with a Costco guy. Just go in and get one.
With a Costco guy?
Yeah, you see those Costco guys?
Since Costco is not exactly readily available in Jersey,
you gotta get Costco.
Yeah, I can't even tell you where the nearest one is. I know it is.
BJ's gotta have one, right? What does BJ's got?
What I was gonna say is our alternatives:
Sam's Club,
and BJ's.
I'd rather go to a Sam's Club than BJ's.
I got a Sam's Club.
I mean, I'd rather get a BJ, but that's neither here nor there.
I guess it is, yeah.
For real. But what do they have any 40 gram stuff?
I mean, I haven't been to a BJ's in a decade. At a Sam's Club, it's been 5 years.
Alright, never mind then.
I don't eat in bulk. Let me look it up. Sam's Club.
Sam's Club pizza. It better not be that thin ass cream. Like it's like a.
Oh, not the cafe. Not the...
All right, never mind. Okay, well.
Wait,
That's the
pizza.
end of that.
Wait. Let's see.
Oh, did you hear? All right, what do you want to talk about next? You want to talk about? You want to talk
Did you
about the
hear what?
recent events, or you want to talk about like?
Yeah, let's get dark again. Let's get...
Sure, let's talk about let's dim the mood a bit, and then we could go back up.
So
Okay.
it's time. Actually, it's time for The Rock, as he said so many years ago, for India versus Pakistan.
He said that?
I'm gonna send it to you. It was pretty, I think he was like promoting Black Adam,
Oh my
and then he
god.
said I think they were like going head to head in like a World Cup or
Ticket
something.
sale.
Yeah, and then well now I don't know if you heard yesterday India literally bombed
Yep.
Pakistan, so
They had enough.
World War. I don't even know what it's about, but World War III is
I'm
coming,
guessing it's
boys.
terrorists or something.
I've been waiting.
Man, I can't find a protein pizza.
Bro's desperately trying to find the alternative for the protein pizza.
I was looking this whole time at Sam's Club. I don't see a.
Sorry, Zach. Members only.
I'm
Members
not eating
only.
that. What's the protein bar situation? Man, that's expensive as hell.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's all that really happened.
That's such a over. Yeah, it's all, they shot some ball.
Well, I mean, I was talking about the outbreak of World War III, and you keep on talking about Sam's Club alternative to protein pizza.
I was looking.
So I don't know how else you want to go about it. I'm talking about World War III, and you're trying to find protein alternatives to Costco's 40-gram pizza. Like, what do you want from me, man?
You're not beating the Costco deal, buddy. You're not.
Yeah, you're not beating the Costco. Like you see the problem with the root of our conversation. I'm talking about people getting blown up. You're talking about pizza. You're talking about pizza. I'm starting to understand. You're turning me into Bernthal. You're turning me into Bernthal, man.
Pakistanis don't understand.
The Pakistanis, they don't eat pizza. What? They don't eat pizza. Pakistanis don't eat
They don't
pizza.
understand what I'm looking
When's
for.
the last time you seen a Pakistani eat?
Yeah, like, come on, man.
Those are two things I
Let
can
me
say.
tell you something. Let me tell you something. A Pakistani's my brother. I
These
doubt.
are memes when you talk. I don't understand.
I doubt.
Do Lunchables have protein? No.
Bro, you're still on it.
I guess Costco might be the only.
You're trying to find Lunchables as an alternative to Costco's 40-gram pizza.
Pizza. Protein.
Stop Googling protein pizza. You won't find it that way.
All right.
No,
Mark, you gotta take it. Okay, what's the next topic? Oh, did you hear Epic Games won against Apple?
I did. Okay, this is huge because there's a game that I never personally got to experience, but I've always wanted to play.
Infinity Blade!
Yes! Yes!
Infinity Blade returns!
Yes, bro, I'm so excited for the possibility of Infinity Blade actually becoming a thing that I get to play and experience properly.
I got the entire trilogy, but they wiped it. They wiped it from my purchased account, too. Infinity Blade was a legend. And a casualty of war.
I'm very excited for that possibility. Also, in other news, this does mean your favorite character-based battle royale will
yes.
be.
Fortnite returns. Fortnite Battle Pass.
I never actually played on mobile.
Which actually does make me excited. You know why?
Yeah.
Fellas, it means that we can now grind the battle pass on the go.
Oh yeah. I don't have to boot up my PlayStation and... Oh my god.
I don't have to
So cool.
wait till I get Instead, I got 5 little minutes to myself. Let me just see if I can get this challenge done real quick.
Oh yeah, dropping in as Miku, going around with a lightsaber. Bzoo, 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 bzoo.
Yeah, that's what the fuck we needed in gaming. A win.
We needed a win after so many damn losses.
Oblivion wasn't a win. It was a comfort hug.
It was a spark of resistance, a resurgence. Are we coming back? Hell no.
It was to show that better times were coming.
Yes, you're right.
More simpler times.
Oh yeah. Actually, speaking of like wins, did you hear what, out of all the companies, did you hear what EA said?
Oh?
They're not
EA
increasing
said,
prices
yeah, they're not increasing their prices.
right now.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's wild. EA. A week
EA
after,
of all people.
a week after Microsoft, the guys who are down bad and losing. I can't believe it. The opposite happened. I never expected Xbox would come out with a price increase. I thought they were losing too hard. And I never expected EA to come out and be like, we're not doing it.
I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not fucking...
What's happening? Yeah, what's happening? What is happening?
Did we enter some alternate timeline?
Exactly. Have you heard about the... I think we addressed this before. Have you heard about the Weasel timeline or something?
The Weasel timeline?
Yeah, because apparently...
Hit me with this.
There's a theory that like back in like 2020 or 2021 or maybe even 2019, there was some particle accelerator or some guy, they ran some sort of machine and then a weasel got stuck into it, and now everyone's saying that because of that weasel getting stuck, we got transported into the wrong timeline, and that's why shit's been going downhill ever since.
This does lead into the original, of course.
Yes.
100 men.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was a particle accelerator.
It's crazy that we're still dealing the ramifications of Harambe's death to this day.
You're right. Maybe all of these things have been pulling us into different timelines, and now... Actually, what the fuck am I talking about? Wait a minute. Was EA bad before?
Got lost.
Yeah, you got lost trying to find alternatives to Costco's pizza.
Oh, that too. But I was still looking.
I was still looking as crazy.
You can't find it. You can't find it.
Yeah.
Bro,
you'll never find an alternative to the Costco 40 grams protein.
Whatever, I don't eat pizza.
Cause like, what's it called? Like it's like finding the Holy Grail and then trying to find the alternative to the Holy Grail. What are you doing?
Oh.
Have you ever heard of a 40-gram pizza before?
I've never had protein pizza.
It's not even, they don't even market it as protein pizza. It's marketed as pizza.
Protein,
I just never heard of it as being 40 grams of protein. But then, like, when I found out, I was like, that's crazy.
Oh, let me type in 40.
Like I said, 40 grams is pretty tough on protein.
Exactly.
Like I said, I wasn't joking. Motherfuckers will struggle just to hit like a few.
A single scoop of protein is 25. Of like whey, that's 25. This is 40 in a single slice. Zach, just stop.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Stop.
1,200 grams of protein on pizza? What?
Stop it, Zach.
I found they're TikToks.
You're rediscovering the wheel.
That's rude.
It's real.
Yeah, I know a wheel's real.
Oh my god.
Where is? It's only
But
60
yeah, I mean-
calories per slice. Wow. I'm sorry.
We're at a stalemate now. We lost GTA 6. We somehow slightly gained. Oh yeah, Borderlands 4 got revealed. What did you think about that?
Okay, so this is actually a good segue because I was gonna think about talking about this. I don't know what your guys' experience on the Borderlands games are.
I played more than him. I played more than...
How much have you played?
I played 1 and 2, but now the only time I
Did you
played
beat 'em?
3 was with Ryan. Yes, when I was only like once or
I still
twice.
haven't beaten 2.
But I haven't beat them in a long time.
Borderlands 2 was my first Borderlands in the series, and
I was 1, surprisingly.
I still am of the belief that Borderlands 2 is the best in the series.
You are right.
Um,
3's okay.
yeah, and I feel like that's the big problem that I was gonna lean into is Borderlands 3.
There's a lot of good, but
There's a lot of good and a lot of bad.
yeah, two is just good. Like you get in there and like it worked. Like you got everything correct, I think. For your game.
The real problems with 3 gameplay based thing, but more
Like story.
felt like a lot of the granted, and I say this obviously knowing what I'm talking about. Borderlands is very much toilet goofy light humor, you know.
Yep.
And it felt like they tried to go into more like a dark humor direction, like an edgier type of direction, which I'm okay with. It wasn't that they did it; it's just that they did it badly.
Yeah.
Because if you look at like the writing in Borderlands 2, like even the most like dumbest of toilet humor jokes, some of them like are well written at least. Like it's kind of hard to describe, and it felt like a lot of the charm that you got with the second game was just outright lost.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree because I played 2, and although I wasn't really able to ever really finish 2, I went into play 3.
Your eyes were blinded.
The writing was just well, I mean, like the dialogue was the first thing I noticed. It was just like really annoying.
And like that's not to say that Borderlands characters haven't been annoying in the past. In fact, that perfectly leads me into one of the biggest issues many people had with Borderlands 3 is that they fundamentally changed Claptrap. Instead of Claptrap being this like known annoying character, like kind of known for being annoying, known for being a pest, known for being a bother, um, like it felt like they tried to almost make him less annoying in a way, like kind of dialed him down, but that just ended up making him not as likable. And people were like, I want my annoying like Claptrap, like bring back the Borderlands 2 and 3 and or I mean the pre-sequel Claptrap.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I never. I have the pre-sequel. I just never played it.
And so, okay, that's enough about me talking about like story in Borderlands 2 and 3. Let me talk about what they showed, because that's what we're realistically
Yep.
talking about here. What they showed, initially people were disappointed by the designs of the Vault Hunters. Just in lore, like the Vault Hunters are supposed to be like easily recognizable, like the most
Yeah.
badass of the badass, characters.
You can tell who's
And people
who.
were,
I mean,
people were lamenting that at first the character designs were not up to snuff.
Mm-hmm.
The feelings were infinitely more positive. People are starting to character, like the design potentials. I really like the goth mommy summoner with the scythe.
Yeah, I like the
I
goth
think she's
side.
bad. And I think the thing that we all really were interested to see is the, because if there's anything that you're playing Borderlands for, motherfucker, it's for loot.
yeah, yeah.
You're playing to get a gun that makes no sense, but it does the most badass. And frankly, in Borderlands 3 and in Tiny Tina's Wonderland, they did a change that I lament and I hate.
Ooh.
And in a way, you can argue that this happens in Borderlands 2, but I promise you, as bad as it could have been in Borderlands 2, in Borderlands 3 and Priest and in Tiny Tina's, everyone agrees it's outright egregious and almost offensive. Because they will just drop they'll just drop oranges and legendaries at a rate where it does not even feel earned anymore.
It's too common.
It's way too common. So I'm happy to hear that they've announced that they will be dialing back the loot system to try to make it feel not even just like Borderlands 1, but one that I haven't spent too much time on, which is Borderlands 2.
Hmm.
I just hope the story's good. Because I really did like
Oh,
the 2 and 1.
and they also announced that something that was important to Borderlands is the fundamental way that they make the infinite possibilities of weapons that they can create using their gun parts system.
Yeah.
With the different companies.
I'm happy to announce that and if anything this is making me want to go back and try Borderlands 1 more and more, is to they're bringing back the part system specifically from Borderlands 1, where every single gun that you pick up from its manufacturer has X list of parts, but it could also roll with parts from other, like, manufacturers.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And it'll use this, like, it'll take, like, the base of X weapon, which does X base things, and then it'll become modified by the other various parts that you have from the gun.
Okay.
And I'm actually excited to see this because in Borderlands 3, they introduced gun modification with optics and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And while I don't think you'll be able to swap optics per se like you could maybe in that game or do little modifications like you could in that game, what I am excited to hear is that if this stuff is going to come pre-built into the gun, you're A, going to have a lot more variety in loot just like you did in Borderlands 1, but 2, I'm hoping that they'll be able to do a mix of both, hopefully, where maybe you get some guns with 2 versions of an optic or like a barrel or whatever it may be, and then you could like swap between maybe one version or the other.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I only played a little bit of 3. I didn't really get to go deep into the weapon customization.
Okay.
So, but I do know,
I don't know. I was like, I can't really give that much insight because the guns I got, I thought they were pretty unique. But then again, like I haven't played enough, so I haven't really seen the weapon system and how like I can't really tell that much from like the different manufacturers.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of them just adding more guns, just more of everything.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it feels like in Borderlands 3, they dialed back the manufacturer difference by a bit. Like for example, in Borderlands 2, Theodore weapons, if I remember correctly, were always just weapons with one gimmick that instead of reloading it, you literally just threw the gun like a
And then it
grenade,
blows
it
up,
blew up,
yeah.
and then you got it.
I'm gonna be honest, my favorite thing.
What was the thing with the
And it'll
weapons
be like
with
little
legs?
things like, so weapons with legs are back, and that is a very Borderlands 3 thing.
Yeah, I don't remember that much.
Not something I know most. I think with legs are either a like I said, I don't know for Borderlands 3 because I never got to see this.
Yeah, I never
So
got to. I only remember
I
seeing it in
can't tell if
trailers.
it's like I can't tell if it's like a weapon type or like you could turn any gun into legs now or like because I imagine in Borderlands 3 it was only like specific guns came with legs
But what did they
or
do
like
though?
specific type. You know. To my understanding, I'm pretty sure it either acted like a pet or like you could like plop them down and pick them up like sentries for boss battles maybe.
Okay, I see.
It's either one of the two. It's either it followed you around like a pet and shot with you and whatever, or it was just a sentry that you could place down and it'll walk around.
That's pretty cool.
But everyone that I have seen or has shared the same feelings as me, which I feel I'm pretty comfortably in like a majority sector of the Borderlands community being 3 was okay. Everyone has their different opinions on 3, but I think everyone post this gameplay reveal has looked for this new Borderlands after so many iffy and or disappointing flops.
Yeah, the movie didn't have much.
I love
This
the movie. The movie was so great.
this could be not hope, but it's looking pretty close.
Yeah, Borderlands has finally had a 1% positivity in like I don't know how many years.
Well, I mean, like, I can't really tell the difference. But I mean, from what I saw, it looked a lot like it looked pretty similar to 3. And I didn't play a lot of 3, but I did like playing 3. I like the gameplay in 3.
Yeah, I think that's honestly where 3
Shines.
shines is that because it's like the most updated, its gameplay
More fluid,
feels
yeah.
yeah, it feels so good to play that game.
Because
Yeah.
you go back play 2.
I can't
love
Yeah,
finish
I-
2. Like 2 feels like 2's like static to me.
There's something I still love about the feeling of 2 though.
It's like I don't know. Like I feel like I can't maneuver. Strangely
There's not a lot of
enough,
motion, yeah.
I can't maneuver like I can in 3 and like in 2 I feel like if they shoot me I'm screwed, but in 3 I kind of can dodge bullets a little.
Yeah, I get that.
So I don't know. I think 2 has the better story though. I think the writing's a lot
wish
better.
I-
Yeah, I was just gonna lead into that. Like, it's such a shame too because I really do like the gameplay of 3, but I cannot finish nor force myself to play 3 solely due to how just awful the fucking writing is.
Yeah,
I don't know, it's like generic type of BS compared to like 1 and 2. It's so much better.
Yeah, it's like genuinely painful to sit through.
Yeah, like in the
I think
beginning, there's that one dude who's like, "Oh, I'm the king of the banners." I'm like, just shut the hell up, shut up. And
I
then,
also love it because the old people you play as, they become your NPCs, and I always love that. Like the next game, like that crew is your NPCs down here that you tag along with.
I don't know, but yeah, 4 looks pretty. I think what is there going to be like a bigger emphasis? Well, I only saw a small portion of it, but is there like a bigger emphasis on vehicles now?
They have a newer type vehicle, if I recall.
Or is it just
It's
like
cool.
a little rework?
They,
I don't know,
they
to
had
be
like a
honest.
new type of. I forget what the vehicle was, but it was some newer one. I forget. It looked
Interesting.
similar, but not big. But it comes out September 12th, though.
This year?
Yeah, they moved it up.
I'm gonna be honest. The only thing that I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty. It looks pretty interesting. It looks like
People are
Borderlands.
like, people are like they moved it because of all the other.
They said
I don't know
they.
what the original
I think they
date was,
moved it
but
because of GTA. They
were
people
Yeah,
they?
thought they moved it because of GTA, but then
I
Randy
don't
came
think
out and said no.
yeah.
they put out. Yeah, like they were like we. I forget the actual reasoning, but I think if they're willing to, then hopefully it's good.
I'm gonna have to
It's
agree
not
with Vlad
often.
though. I mean, I don't think normally I'd play Borderlands, but the only thing that's really enticing me is the God Siren. I think I like playing as the God Siren.
Goth Siren.
The God Siren looks pretty cool.
She has like I saw like she had like this like scythe wielding
Yeah, and it's
creature.
like yeah, you can like summon pets with sides or something. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. I was like they knew what they were doing here.
Hell yeah, they cooked. They cooked with her.
Oh, her. I
What?
forgot. I only saw it
God
once.
Siren?
Yeah, I forgot. I knew you were talking about. I forgot the visual.
Yeah, my biggest complaint, honestly, with the character designs is that post Borderlands 2, there's always been one masked character that's
And
tried to live up to my goat's name,
Yeah.
and every single time that character design, at least in my opinion, still has not been topped.
what's his name? In is it two? Zero or
Zero.
yeah?
I
Still
didn't even
cool.
wait. There's a mask guy in the new one.
Yeah.
I
There's
didn't even
always
notice.
Yeah, he he wears he has like grayish armor, I think.
Huh.
Has like a full mask. I'm trying to think more details about him, but I can't fully remember.
Oh wait, is he the guy
And
that wears like the prototype exosuit that Randy was talking about?
I think so. He might be.
All
Let me
right.
check.
Cause I didn't even get. I think it might have been him because I didn't even see his face no more. I think about it. I just didn't know what the design they were going for.
I'm trying to think which is my favorite siren or I have to think about that. I don't even remember the people's names and okay.
Maya?
No, in three. I barely remember. That game is just so.
I only remember Zane. I played as Zane in 3.
Zaya the operative, and then Amara is the siren in that one. And then there's Flack for the Beastmaster, and Mose the gunner.
Actually, wait.
It's
Speaking
kind of.
of what's it called? Gods. Is it when is that Destiny game coming out?
What do you mean?
The Destiny like mobile game?
Oh, it never officially.
Destiny Rising, right?
Yeah,
When's that one
Destiny.
supposed to come out?
Release date.
don't you release this dick in your mouth? Ha ha ha.
Cut that out.
Oh,
It says pre-register still, so it's probably gonna be like a fucking whole year or some crazy nonsense. Oh wow, they even have controller support already.
What?
They have controller support already.
When does it come out?
It doesn't say. It just says the closed alpha concluded.
Won't you close with this dick? Yo, wait, what?
And then
Whoa,
the
I
last
didn't say do
update.
that.
The last update was in December, just saying the closed alpha concluded, and then
Close it with this dick in your mouth.
and then it just says man.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? When
It just says pre-register.
when
That's
is
all
it
it
coming
says.
out?
It doesn't have a date. I'll try that, huh? It doesn't have a date. What are you gonna say about that?
You trying to go on a date with this dick in your mouth?
You know what? Why don't I try? I have to go. Let's end this.
What time is it?
It's 3:30.
Time to get this dick in your mouth. That's crazy.
I have to go. Stop! Stop!
Go.
Pleasure. I don't like
Oh
that.
my god, you made me fail my mission. I hate you. No.
Failed.
Alright. Go to get this dick out your mouth. Ah!
Okay, have a good one, God. Next please.
Oh shit, I do have to edit here. Alright, well, I'll just send it here. Alright.